The following podcast contains opinion and commentary protected under the First Amendment and fair use, as well as the public records and freedom of information laws. The content may include adult themes, concepts, or language not suitable for all audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
Inside, take a seat, let the stories feed your soul. Hear the echoes, find the patterns, every truth, each hidden role. From the bench to the whispers, where the gavel takes its toll. There's a rhythm in the verdict, echoes from the cubby hole. Echoes, echoes from the cubby hole, where justice swings and stories unfold.
Welcome everyone back to your favorite cubbyhole on the internet. Happy hump day. It's the middle of the week. Are you surviving? I hope you are. We're doing okay. That's all right. It's busy. Things are busy these days. My God. I can't get over it. It's like the new year turned and it's just all of a sudden I'm just chasing my tail trying to get stuff done. It's just so crazy. Too much, but that's what happens in this day and age when you work in multiple ways on multiple things, and some of those projects include things like YouTube. So there's that. But we have lots to cover this evening. We do indeed. Someone may or may not be... Oh, wait a minute. Hey, why didn't it ding at me? Why did it not ding at me at all? Look who has strolled in on his... Well, just not quite his Jeep.
Not quite my Jeep, but, you know. Well.
And in good Lord...
I need to update my background, Clary.
That looks like the one from last time.
It is.
Oh, so it's not quite updated. It's just reused.
Yes, over the past, it's been reused a couple times, but I've been out on some fresh adventures, and therefore that obviously requires me to update the background.
Go ahead and plug your channel. That's why I exist. Go on. Haven't you uploaded some videos? Well, that's what it feels like. I should warn everybody.
Look,
I should
don't
warn
be jealous
everybody.
That your fans like me.
I know. Well, that's because you're tall. I can't help it. I've got what I've got to work with, and that's just the way it goes. No, I should warn everybody that Jeep Daddy has literally just blown in, as practically I have too. I've been panicking for the last 20 minutes, and as luck has it, the Jeff Bezos squad delivered something to my doorstep right at 15 seconds to go live, and I went, well, damn it, I better not leave it on the porch for 2 hours or whatever. So I went and retrieved it and said, well, I'll just be a little bit late. I'll be fashionably late. Usually Jeep Daddy and I have a little backstage, sort of chit-chat just because, while I panic and get things ready. But we're flying by the seat of our pants tonight.
I delight in said panic that Echoes goes through, because I'm just going to sit here and enjoy my wine and my cinnamon roll.
Wine and a cinnamon roll.
Yes.
Wow, that's quite a dinner.
I had more substantial things before this.
All right, never mind. Is it some fancy cinnamon roll, or is it
it's one of the, it's actually out of a package. I didn't make it, but it's keto friendly, so it's
keto friendly cinnamon rolls. So yes. Protein rich, carb reduced. How's it taste?
Yeah.
Is it all right?
Actually really good, honestly. I put it in the nuker for like 15 some odd seconds, and it's like, God damn, that was good.
I'm surprised. Some of that stuff I find a turnoff.
Oh.
So I'll just...
Some of it is terrible. Straight out. Like,
I know.
Nope.
I know. It's like, who comes up with these? Boy, they want it to not only taste healthy, but be absolutely unappealing.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just going to say hello to some people. Hi, Christy Wolf. Welcome. Hi, PNW Mama Bear. Welcome back. Oh, let's see.
Did
Michelle.
that say God evening? Is this
Well,
a God?
God
Is
evening.
this a
Well,
God evening?
only if you're Mormon. It
I
would
thought
be
that was a
mutual
Monday. I
night.
thought that was Monday night family home evening.
No, Wednesdays were mutual. Remember, or did you
Oh, yes.
not survive that?
Oh, I did.
Okay, just checking.
Yeah, this was me. Like a God evening, though, at my house would have been Monday night
I know
family home evening.
you just patently reject such notions.
More or less.
Hold on to your hats, Stephanie Lennon. We've got some gingerbites and succubits. And in case you don't know what succubits are, they're a new thing that fall along the same lines as gingerbites. Yes, the succubus of Scottsdale, Laura Owens herself. We are calling them succubits to go along with the gingerbites. It's a thing. It's a brand. Can you see? And everyone's saying good evening. Hi, everybody. Hi, Bruce. Happy evening to you. And I in my post earlier today, or was it last night? Whenever I did it, announcing this evening's show, I blamed Bruce for sucking me into a fun game called Blueprints. I've survived day 3 in this game. Day 2 and 3 didn't go so well, even though it was probably about 2.5 hours of gameplay last night. And as luck would have it, it played in my favor because what happens today but more Laura Owens court documents drop today. Thanks to the amazing Hey Rob in Arizona, who lives in the not Scottsdale, but sort of Phoenix metro area somewhere. I'm not quite sure where he lives. Doesn't matter, but Rob has been very instrumental in running to the courthouse every time something happens, for the most part.
Excellent.
So he is a great contributor, just like Schnitzel Ninja and All the Best Research and Just Gen and Big Tiff and all of our usual friends who are just on top of everything. I know that if there were ever to be a case here in this area, I would probably end up doing the same thing. So bless them all, and should there be something newsworthy out of this area that gets as much attention and coverage, I'm happy to return the favor. I mean,
he might end up kidnapping me too, just to keep. He's known to do that.
We've already done that, but for other reasons.
Well, yeah, you just loop this one in. It'd be fine, I guess.
I know. Well, I don't want to get into that, but speaking of kidnapping you and sort of things, I have more emails to share with you later.
Oh boy!
Not during the show, of course.
Obviously,
my kingdom for a shovel last night, Bruce. Yeah, truer words were never spoken. I was drowning in dirt mounds that just pissed me off. And then I got landlocked in the house after about rank 3 and just couldn't get any further building the house. Should I bore you with the details of this game? You probably don't care.
This is your channel. You do what you want.
I know. Well, I'm only poaching off Bruce because I was so captivated watching them, watching Bruce and a friend of his play that, like, oh, I should try this. At first I was unsure because this is one of those kind of games where you get to a certain point, you either run out of options or whatever, or run out of steps. And you start over, you start fresh. So each iteration, you're starting from scratch, essentially. But if you get certain things unlocked in the gameplay, you have certain bonuses that do not go away. But otherwise, you lose all your inventory, you lose all of the certain things you pick up along the way. And you're building a house, and it's a mansion. It's a 45 room mansion that you're building out. And there's a story. There's a backstory as you go through all these different rooms.
Is this like Mr. Blandings builds his dream home?
I don't know that one, so I can't even. I think of it as sort of a weird twist of that movie, The Cube, where they were going through and each room had a surprise. This isn't quite so graphic and so violent as that movie was. Where, oh gosh, there's booby traps everywhere, and well, you don't know if there's a booby trap. Well, how smart are you? Is there some pattern? No, they call this rogue. Was it roguelike? See, it's terminal. I'm not that much of a game nerd where I know all these things, but I know what I like, and I like this game. And it's fascinating. And some of the backstories, you kind of unlock more spaces and more things, is kind of scandalous. There's a death that seems to have happened, and you're playing a young kid that's being bequeathed this house, but you have to unlock all the secrets of the house and all that sort of thing. So there's a lot, and you're supposed to find a non-existent 46th room in a 45-room estate. But because I've snooped, I know there's even more to it than that. And that's about all I'll say because Bruce does not want any spoilers. So I know there's a little more to it than just what's right in front of our nose.
Well,
But,
apparently, while
I'm
you
excited.
are leeching off of Bruce's material, I was leeching. I'm in good
Well,
form. I
leech
leech off
away.
of yours. My YouTube channel is now no longer full of tumbleweeds, friends.
Oh,
They are not the most glamorous and well produced videos, such as my dear friend over here makes when we're not doing lives. But there are some clips from my weekend adventures where I went and found this waterfall.
I do like waterfalls.
Yes, and rumor has it you're not supposed to go chasing waterfalls. I heard that somewhere in a faint echo somewhere else, but
I can't
I
imagine
did.
where.
I did, and it's fucking gorgeous, and highly recommend it. So, 1000%. Uh, get yourself a Jeep and come out and off road with me, and it's fine, and we'll go chase waterfalls. But in the meantime, there's a couple of really interesting challenges that I did, climbing over rocks and splashing a little bit. So yeah, go and check it out. Thank you to those who have subscribed so far.
And you're at
I'm
how
up
many?
to 17 within
That's a start.
2 days, 3 days,
We all
2
start at
days.
0.
We all start. Yes, I started it
God
at
knows I
0.
did. And I think I sat at 17 for a year and a half.
Yeah. So anyway, appreciate all the clicks over there. I have zero aspirations with this channel. It's just me showing off a little
It's a
bit of this
repository for your
really
adventure.
cool adventure sharing tool. So yeah, appreciate that.
Marvelous. Marvelous.
Mhm.
If you like outdoor adventures in a Jeep, folks, go sign up to Jeep Daddy's page at Off-Road
At
Entropy.
Off-Road Entropy, right there, right there,
Right there. Yeah, right there in his the bottom thing. What the hell is that called?
That title.
It's
name?
not a
I don't know.
caption. I don't know. There's some fancy name, I'm sure of it. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. So let's get to the rat killing, if I can use a John Wayne quote. Let's get to some gingerbites and some succubits, and just for that.
Whoa, way, whoa, way, oh, way, oh, way, oh, way. Saturday coffee's gone cold in the cup. Swore this post would be short, yeah, psych, buckle up. Storm clouds are brewing, the emojis descend. Darkening skies over drama that never quite ends. Tangents on tangents, the clauses ignite. Welcome to Gingerbites, grab a chair, it's all night. Snapping jaws of pure prose. Gingerbites, where the short story grows from the block to the bar. It's a verbal fight. Gingerbites, baby, wrong, 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 but it's right. Hey, Gingerbites, chewing the fat of the law tonight. Ellipses are crawling like ants on the page. Subpoenas in waiting. If Jinko's on stage, one more footnote, one more to be continued. Gingerbites forever, overlong and undiluted. Gingerbites, roll the credits, kill the lights. Gingerbites, still typing through the night. 1,000 words later and we're nowhere in sight. Gingerbites, baby, we came for a snack. Got a feast of pure spite. One more clause, one more clause. Gingerbites, good night, good luck, and good grief, of course. One more footnote, one more to be continued. Hey, Gingerbites, forever, overlong and undiluted. Whoa, whoa, way, whoa, way, oh, way, oh, way, oh, way, oh, way.
Yes, it is indeed Gingerbites time. I've
Well,
almost missed it.
that was something.
I've almost missed it. Oh, pushing buttons. So he's back. Yes, he couldn't stay away as I predicted. I mean, I've just been saying that. He wasn't going to go away forever. He can't help it. And he's so back that he's pretending, well, it's my opinion he's pretending. I don't think he's a bankruptcy attorney, but he's sort of floating in to help Laura Owens with her bankruptcy. But he has seen fit to reappear and start posting. It's like this, maybe they're conjoined at the hip and or other things, or maybe he's working for free for other benefits. I'm not the only one saying it. So
why to get slivers from?
Well, maybe.
And
Rob was
risk
saying
of
today,
throat twins. I don't know.
perhaps. Well, if anyone would get Laura Owens pregnant, it would probably be him. In my not so humble opinion. But as Hey Rob said in his live today, which I was catching on the way out of work. Oh, he's not working for free. He's got bills to pay too. But as Rob said, with David's previous almost criminal history with minors and other things, it's strangely interesting that Laura Owens kind of looks like a minor. And I'm not making that up. That was on Rob's live today, about 2.5 hours ago.
Oh my God.
So take it for what it's worth. I don't know. I have no idea. I have no insight into their personal lives, especially as it may pertain to each other. But there have been rumors that Mrs. Gingras, shall we say, is still in the UK, taking care of her mother, and has been for several months. Apparently, allegedly, ostensibly, pick whatever LYU word you want. I don't know. I have no idea. Frankly, I just find it all entertaining. We can speculate all we want, but lay sigh. He is back. He is making blog posts, and he has been a busy little bee, just as Laura Owens has with her Justice for Laura webpage that I think they share. I think a lot of it is Laura. I think a little bit is David. And then, of course, Laura's making Medium articles. There's a new one. Yes, there is. And David's been busy blogging on his company page, if you want to call it that. So these are AI summaries of David Gingras and Laura Owens. We source them so you don't have to go look it up. You don't have to give them the view count if you don't wish to. And again, I do not endorse engaging or even encountering these people in any way whatsoever, in any way, shape, or form. Certainly don't talk to them. Don't reach out to them. If you do, it's at your own risk, and I have nothing to do with it. So there's that. I can't control people what they do, can I?
No.
If they choose to do things and be silly and engage with people who are either being criminally prosecuted or people who are about to be criminally prosecuted, that's their own folly. I choose to stay far away.
It's the same thing in my industry. I cannot prevent random internet people from making really stupid decisions about putting passwords and other secrets in logs or code or in forms they don't trust, or like my Microsoft.ru, thinking that's really Microsoft's website. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Cool.
I'm going to acknowledge the love. Thank you, Christy. Love you back. Love you all, chat. Thank you for being here. So, Gingerbites number 1. There's 3 of them. There are 3, and it started January 12, as I suspected. I'm not quite sure when he turned his page back on, but I didn't notice any blogs till about a week ago. So I think he was working on it and then turned everything on or whatever, just like Laura did with her pages. Let's have stuff in the pipeline. I think they're busy as bees, but are they bees in the casita or are they bees somewhere else? We just don't know.
Ew.
Well, let's call it what it is.
Well, yeah, I could still be grossed out about it.
Oh, that's fine. I'm not saying don't be grossed out. It's just the whole situation is gross. It's a gross story. It's got gross people who do gross things, and even at least one legal mind ensnared in this craziness is kind of gross himself.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just my opinion. And he starts with a January 12, 2026 entry. And again, this is a summary, and I asked ChatGPT to kind of shorten it a little bit because he just goes on forever. And really, there's not a whole lot of great substance here. There's not a whole lot of discussion about what he's doing, other than he's just whining as usual. So here's Happy 2026. What's new? Dated January 12 of this year. In it, David Gingras declares a New Year's resolution to be a better person in 2026, kinder and more careful, but still tough on bad actors. Maybe that calls for one of these. I don't believe it. He's not going to change much. Maybe he'll do a little less day drinking and then night drinking while driving a vehicle and getting caught. If he changes anything, I would say start there. Start with the alcoholism. Yeah. DUIs aren't a good indicator of one's personal life.
Usually not.
Usually not.
They're an indicator of their personal life. It just doesn't necessarily reflect a very healthy or not positive a good one. No.
Nope. If you're going to get sloshed to the point where you're blowing over the legal limit, number one, I hope to God you don't kill anybody being reckless. Number two, keep that shit at home.
Yeah, be a respectable drunk and just do it at home, for Christ's sakes.
Do it at home, or get your ass an Uber or a Lyft or whatever, or a Waymo or whatever the hell people are using these days. Eventually they'll go back to yellow cabs and pretend like nothing ever happened. But that's different. Either way, keep your drunkenness or impaired operation of large vehicles. Vehicles that can kill and cause fatalities.
Death machines.
Keep that shit to yourself. We don't want it out in the public roads. Point number 2. He shares a positive update from a federal case in Florida where his opponent's motion for sanctions against him and co-counsel were rejected by the court. That's too bad. He notes that over 25 years of practice, he's never been sanctioned. I'm not sure I would phrase it that way. I've seen things to the contrary. He's certainly been slapped by the Bar of Arizona. Now, technically, that may not be a sanction so much as it's a monetary sanction, but he has certainly been suspended. He has been in trouble before. I don't call this a win. So you didn't get sanctioned because the other side filed and it didn't work in their favor this time. So what? That's not a win. That's just, as I understand it. And again, I'm not a legal practitioner of any sort. That's just practicing law. Sometimes you win some, sometimes you lose some, and you take the good and the bad. Yikes. Let's see. Next point. He recounts an old case involving a sanctions motion triggered by alleged improper communication with a represented party, which the court also denied. And the final point is Dingus the douche canoe.
The fucking douche canoe.
I did that on purpose. Says he has unfinished business to handle privately before moving forward in 2026 and leaves comments off to avoid negative commentary. The free speech lawyer, the self-declared free speech lawyer, doesn't want anyone commenting on his blog. What do you make of that?
Well, God forbid that anybody else, give him feedback or, something.
He certainly does not take criticism. We've seen that in video. And the sort of misogynistic and berating tendencies he had to a very brilliant Rachel Juarez. Cast member, Emmy Award-winning hot bench, amazing Rachel Juarez, who of course was co-counsel with Omar Serrato and representing Mike Maricini. She raked him over the coals. She mopped the floor with that guy, and he ran his mouth 90% of the time. She didn't need to say much, just to,
so people just give themselves all the rope necessary to hang themselves.
Just keep taking, it's just like my detractors. You know what? I've got more rope. Let's just keep fishing it out there.
Just keep pulling. Just let's go.
Keep going. I've got lots. I've got a few more eons of rope for you to take here. But when that tug inevitably happens, it'll be very entertaining. Very entertaining. Gingerbites number 2, folks. Some clarifications. This is from January 15 of this year. This one tickled me because I saw the posting about this before I saw his write-up on it. And I did read through this one a little more thoroughly, but this is good enough. We're summarizing it so we don't have to read every last word of his because we've got better things to do in our lives. David reveals that his YouTube channel was removed by the platform, that being YouTube, or is that Google, etc.? Is that what that is? Google's YouTube, right? Yeah.
Yes.
All those letters, the alphabet mafia.
Yes.
Oh, different one.
Google
Sorry,
is...
I shouldn't get political.
Yeah. Google is YouTube's corporate daddy.
There we go. I knew
Yep.
that. I just, make sure I don't say it wrong, which I want to do sometimes. He revealed that his YouTube channel was removed by YouTube for supposed violations of their sex and nudity policy, something he strongly disputes and finds absurd. He filed a counter to that, he says in his blog. I was trying to rack my brain, and did I see anything that would fall into that? And as memory serves, and those of you who've paid more attention to David Gingras' YouTube when he was busy, might recall a little better than I do. I can only recall him, posting the Laura pictures and videos where she was like in panties and a bra and trying to pretend she's pregnant, pushing out her stomach. I thought, that is kind of getting on the hairy edge for YouTube. When you're in your skivvies, kind of sticking stuff out and trying to pretend you're pregnant. I do recall seeing something to that effect. So maybe that's what got him busted was Laura Owens, which would be hysterical.
That would be delightfully and deliciously ironic.
It would, and I'm sure he's got backups of all that video. I'm sure he does. He probably keeps it on a hard drive. Never mind. I'm not going to say what I'm thinking because I don't want to go there.
Me either.
Damn, I hit the wrong button again. Read between the lines. I got to stop hitting that green button next to the red button. It just doesn't help.
Like, wait, is this like a green pill, red pill thing?
No, on the fancy Rodecaster Pro 2, I've got all these buttons. More than just sound triggers. I've got certain listen back features and certain mute functions and certain channel highlight. It's a fancy piece of technology. They're expensive for a reason, but I like expensive when it suits me. And every once in a while, they could have given me like an 1/8 inch more room between channels. So sometimes my fat little finger rolls off the mute button for the mic and hits the listen solo channel. Yeah.
Okay.
Fingers going the wrong. It's like hitting a wrong note on the piano. Whoops, missed that one. Off by one.
Yeah.
It's a clunker.
maybe or maybe not have had a similar experience with keyboard.
I can neither confirm nor deny.
Variety, I don't know.
Things happen. Things happen even when keys are black and white. These are not black and white; they're red and green. And I can even make them change colors. Never mind. Okay,
how fancy, Jesus.
I know. You can do all kinds of crazy things with this. We like assignable colors. It's a right brain thing. Okay, point number 2. He explains that this also affected his YouTube TV account, which I didn't know this. You might have to tell me more about this. So now none of his TVs, of which he claimed he has 8 in his house. I'm not sure I believe that. They won't function, and none of his TVs which now won't function on any of his TVs without a factory reset. So he's decided to be done with YouTube for now. Do you know anything about that?
No, I don't have any firsthand experience, but it would seem that if his channel or his account has been banned in some way,
it sounds like they banned everything of his account.
Right. So like it was
not just his channel, but the entire profile.
So like if it's all of that, then in the subscription that he was paying for YouTube TV to tie, to pay for that, and is tied to that, then that would absolutely brick any subscription or usability in that. I'm making some presumptions because I only pay for YouTube Premium because I detest ads so much. But I do not pay the ungodly amount for YouTube TV. And I actually don't do stupid shit with my YouTube accounts and profiles and things. So I haven't had the glorious experience of having my digital life upended like that by corporate daddy.
Yeah. Wallace says, "Oh yes, the revenge porn," and I can't remember what he was posting. I only remember the Laura stuff where he was posting her stuff that she was trying to use to sell her fictitious narrative that the court, as a matter of law, said she's full of shit, and that's why she's indicted on 14 felonies. So if there was more than that, then I somehow missed something juicy, which is to the pity, I suppose. Let's see. He notes he won't be posting or discussing certain other news online. I'm sure that relates to Laura, emphasizing his earlier resolution to focus on court proceedings rather than online commentary. Well, I'll believe that when I see it.
Couple
And
dog
the final
whistles
point.
in there.
Yeah, I know. And the final point, he finishes with a brief note about having handled bankruptcy matters in his career, including a win representing the city of Phoenix in an adversary proceeding. So, the narcissist himself is seeing another opportunity to get his greasy little mitts on a little more fame and fortune, he hopes, because, well, Laura has turned out to be a little bit of a goose egg, other than maybe he hopes by cuddling up to Laura that maybe he can get some of mommy and daddy's fame, or particularly daddy's fame, I think. Since there seemingly is no money, according to them,
Well,
although
yeah,
I'm a little mouse tells me that there could be some more coming out about the LLCs that someone rather conveniently divested themselves of before being indicted on felonies, but after getting bad judgments against themselves for Clayton.
Say it's not so.
Say it's not so. Now that's that's speculation. I haven't seen anything just yet, but I'm a little birdie. Little birdie tells me there could be something there. I'm sure if there is anything there, we will have our amazing Tiff Dog on her channel dig into that further. There have been requests to keep digging because people are talking about the LLCs. We know that not insurance, the IRS, all the tax stuff. Mommy and daddy are behind in taxes, as I wouldn't doubt that Laura is probably herself. Well, since I don't work and mommy and daddy give me anything. We can't say she lives in her mommy's basement either, and that's the pity.
Yeah,
we live in the casita next to the pool, out behind next to the horse barn. Now, what I want to know is, what do you smell more, the chlorine from the pool or the horses? What do you think?
Gosh, I probably...
It's 50-50 for me.
I know, it's kind of 50-50, but I would imagine that the smelling the horse shit and horse odor all the time would be a little more pungent than the chlorine from the pool. But
yeah,
I don't know.
I would imagine it probably smells like chlorinated horse shit. I'm just going to say that much.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Yeah. That's probably like being in a convalescent home where, never mind.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Been there, done that. Wallace Jr. says the same pics Gingras posted was what Laura accused Dave Neal of posting as revenge porn. Oh, interesting. Yeah. I've kind of forgotten all the stuff about Dave. It's been so long. It's like if you don't go back and review that every couple of months, you kind of forget it because you only have so much space in your head. Yeah. What happened to her false ARP claim against one of the guys and his attorney? That was against Greg Gillespie and Greg Woodnick. Greg Woodnick. If I swallow once in a while, that helps. Nothing ever came of it. Shh. Shh. Don't go there.
Please continue.
Don't go there.
Just go. Yeah. Okay.
Nothing ever came of those allegations. Just like nothing ever came of Laura accusing Clayton of ARP at the 11th hour. She does it to try and garner a shock sympathy move, right? This is what she does. When she's not getting her way, she starts trying things, and she tries, she'll just start exploiting, sympathy and pity. And she hopes if she gets something shocking enough that she'll get her way, that whoever the patsy is she's trying to throw it against, that, they'll take it seriously, and it'll either buy her time or they'll agree with her and side with her, and then it'll turn into something. That's what she hopes. Just like when she didn't show up to court. Oh, I'm dying. I'm bleeding out. I'm at a scheduled emergency visit to the hospital for emergency surgery under anesthesia that I can't name.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, or to follow our dear leader's example. Well, I got an MRI, but it was great. I passed it. It was everything great. But yeah, well, what'd you get?
It's better than perfect.
Right. It's it just a thing. It's great. I passed it with flying colors, just like the 600 cognitive tests I've had to play. Blah, blah, blah. Anyway, yeah. So, wow. Okay, I went down a hole there.
And for E. Broccoli, I can't reveal my sources. But if you look in the right places, you might see the same birdies. You know, when you go bird hunting, or bird watching, I should say. If you go bird hunting, you may not get much more later. But if you go bird watching and you're equipped with the right sort of bird watching tools, you see some things. If you're really good, you might even have, like a bird call that might attract some to you, and you might see some things. So, now again, what I'm saying is a little bit on the speculative side, but people are starting to wonder. They're starting to look into things, even though someone has testified that some of these businesses never got off the ground. But ostensibly, allegedly, they also obtained some benefits in the name of credit, financial credit, and other such perks.
Oh my!
Allegedly, I'll say that a few more times just to cover my ass. So there's more to come, I'm sure, on the financial side. So stay tuned, folks. Stay tuned to Big Tiff Dog's channel. If Tiff finds it, and if anyone will find it, it will be Tiff. She's been roto-rooting as much as the court has in the family finances. And if you want to know more about that, go visit Big Tiff Dog's channel. She's doing pretty well. She might even have more watchers than me now. She's brilliant. I mean, someone's got to do the digging and the numbers stuff, because now we're getting into financial territory, and what, at least to me, and in my opinion, appears to be lots of financial fraud. Again, that's my opinion, but that's what it appears to be. Otherwise, there would really be no reason for a bankruptcy trustee to be hiring outside counsel, and for that counsel to be hiring of counsel to be digging further into the legalities of the financial side. So you start seeing certain pieces move about the chessboard, colloquially speaking. You start to realize that they're doing some digging, and they're doing some digging for a reason. Not because there's nothing there and they know there's nothing there, but because there's probably something there and they need to go find it. So for what it's worth, folks, if you pay attention to enough things and watch all the birdies, you start seeing interesting swarms happen. Okay, let's see. Where are we? Oh, did I actually finish this whole thing? No, I don't think I did. News. Let's see. Back to Gingerbites. After that little rant. Let's see. And you oh, no, we did. Okay, because we're talking about bankruptcy. All right. So Gingerbite number 3. And it's the Friday Bar Guy sorta update from January 16. So just the other day.
Sorta,
kinda for him, because he's, I don't think he wants anybody. He doesn't want it to get out there until it gets officially released, but I think something's happened.
Oh.
I think something's happened.
Okay.
I think it's not been public yet because I don't think it's been officially or something's about to happen is maybe what I should say. I'll phrase it like that. I think there's a certain trajectory for somebody in their bar status. And I think there has been some communications to that effect, but we are going to pretend that we are a PR master and just pretend like nothing's happening. Well, I haven't heard from the bar guy. I don't know anything. I don't believe that to be true. And I'm not going to tell you how I know that or why. Again, I don't reveal sources. So he says, bullet point number one. These are not square bullet points, unfortunately. I like square bullet points, and only because it makes Megan Fox mad. He says, Gingras gives a brief update on the ongoing dispute with the bar guy, that being Jim Lee from the State Bar of Arizona, noting that there's still no action, charges, or communication from him. He theorizes that part of the delay might involve a technical issue with how the bar guy framed alleged violations, specifically a claimed offense of negligently presenting false evidence. Gingras explains that the relevant Arizona ethical rule, candor towards the tribunal, only covers knowing false statements, not negligent ones, meaning the bar guy's alleged position may be legally groundless. Of course he would. He notes a recent Arizona Supreme Court update on the commentary to ER33, reinforcing that distinction, and suggests that if charges were filed based on the bar guy's theory, they would be improper. The post blends technical legal discussion with Gingras' critique of the bar guy's handling of the matter. But as they say, don't count the chickens till they roost, nor end the show before the fat lady sings. So that concludes your Gingerbites for today, folks. Our AI summaries of David Gingras' blog postings, so you don't have to read them in total. And we
And
also
and neither does
go ahead.
Echoes or I to read them because we forced ChatGPT
That's
to
correct.
do it. So
Only if the summary looks enticing do I go back and actually read them for any substance.
yeah, but I mean, why suffer through it when we can make the computer chips do it for us?
Exactly. And I'm gonna say hi to cousin Alex. Hi, Alex. How are you today? And I will just jump to the punch. Jump to the cutscene, I suppose. We're discussing some Gingerbites and Succubits. Succubits being the small AI summaries of Laura Owens and her Medium blog articles. They have reappeared, if you didn't know. So this is technically Succubite number 2, because we covered one last time. And that was her whiny post blaming all of her eating disorders on what the internet is putting her through with her criminal case. It's our fault for her not eating. Didn't you know that? Well, I mean, if it was my fault, I would probably restrain her and be shoving Twinkies and McDonald's and pizza down that gullet, 'cause she desperately needs some weight. It's like,
And
hey,
some
girl.
Chipotle too. Like, here, have a burrito.
Yeah. Yeah. But when you couple not eating with spending, allegedly, according to some eyewitnesses, every day at Barry's boot camp, to the tune of hundreds of dollars a day, it sounds like. Perhaps thousands a month. It sounds like a big expense. It's a bougie gym. Bougie gym.
Oh,
not interested.
I mean, you lost me at gym.
I know. I was well, until I hit my mid-30s, I was no stranger to a gym. And I actually I enjoyed very much water resistance strength training, because weights hurt too much for me. And my petite frame, or at least what I had then, I'm a little less, middle age has made me a little less petite as things go.
Only in certain dimensions, you're still short.
I can't help it. I'm trying to decide if I'm taller than Megan Fox, and maybe Alex could tell me, because Megan Fox is her cousin, how tall Megan is. I gather she's not the tallest of gals, but I have a feeling that if I'm not taller than Megan, we're about the same height. In which case, I would adopt Megan even faster, because then that would fill in the height gap between me and siblings who are substantively taller than I am. And my mother was short. Incredibly. My mother was 5'1".
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. Or maybe 5'2" on a good day. Maybe with shoes on. I'm not sure which.
On a good day. Okay.
my brother's pushing 6. My sister's 5'10". I got the short end of the stick, so to speak. Yeah. But what do you do? Both of my parents were middle children. They were both the shortest out of all of their siblings. I'm the middle. I didn't stand a chance genetically. So what do you do? Yeah. Again, you work with what you got.
Yep. Cousin Alex did actually respond.
Oh, cousin Alex responded. Oh, thank you. Oh, cousin Alex is 5'4" on a good day. Oh, see, we should all take pictures together, but you will all be far more beautiful and attractive than I could ever hope to be.
And I'll just tower over all of you.
Probably 5'3" Yeah, that's what I thought I heard Megan say. Yeah. That's okay. We're okay with short kings and queens here too, because that's as good as I'm going to get. And if I ever encounter that doctor who told me I would be at least 5'8", I would kick him in the shins,
as he would probably deserve.
Yeah. It was like part of my medical chart when I was a teenager, because there were worries. It's like, oh, he's so small and he's so thin. Is everything okay? Oh no, he's fine. He just hasn't hit the growth spurt yet. That probably should have been an alarm bell, and both my parents said, like, he's still not. Maybe there's more we should look into here, but it was the 90s by then. People didn't care. It's like, well, you get what you get, and tough shit. Nowadays, treatments, it's like, okay, there's not thyroid problems, there's not pituitary, we make sure that things are where they should be for someone in their teenage years. That did not happen for me.
I don't really think it did for me either, to be honest.
No, I do knew a couple people in high school that, we kind of hung out together, and they had some hormonal growth issues. And I was always kind of like, is this something real for me? And my parents are just lazy, or are they in denial, or, you don't know. Yeah, I think I started growing at 12 and stopped at 13, and that was about all that happened. What do you do?
What do you do?
What do you do? Other than maybe a good chiropractor could squeak out another half inch.
just start pulling and see if they can get that spine.
Yeah, just start loosening up the spine and see what you get. Tug on your ankles and arms, and maybe I'd get a little bit. I'm told that happens. All right, Succubit number 2. Well, it's really number 1 for this evening, but it's number 2 in the total. Again, this is a summary of one of Laura Owens' latest Medium blogs. Yes, she has returned to the Medium platform, and I'm here for it. I don't think anyone else has covered the latest Medium articles. I don't know. That's okay. More for me. And the title of Laura Owens' latest Medium blog is When All That's Left Is a Halter. This is a horse-related thing. So she's taken a hiatus from pointing at people talking about her, which is shocking to me.
Except for Justice for Laura Owens' blog, but okay.
Well, she's diversifying. Now she's sort of compartmentalizing. All of her personal stuff goes in that column. All the PR stuff goes over in the other column. And that's, I think, what she's doing. Yeah. Alex says makeup is helpful. Well, it wouldn't do me any damn good. That's why I stick to facial hair. Oh, let's see. Colostrum. What is that? That sounds like a colostomy thing.
Oh, my.
I don't know. Do tell, cousin Alex, do tell. I don't know what that is. It sounds like something I should. It sounds like a good colonic. Oh, I cracked myself up.
45 is the new 50. Oh, wait.
Yes, I know. Just don't take a picture with Bruce the giant moose. And it took me a while to figure out that's why he calls himself Bruce the Moose. It's like he's like 6'4" and he's skinny as a beanpole, so I'm told. Colostrum and Pilates. Oh, Pilates hurts. Oh my God. It's as bad for me as trying to do yoga, and I just some of my muscles don't move that way anymore. The joys of getting old.
Indeed.
I just crack and pop, and then I hurt for a few weeks. It's no fun. Until I get monetized and, I can solicit massage money and chiropractor money like Megan does. But I've got a long ways to go before I'm that status. If I ever make that status, which I doubt, but that's okay.
Just get yourself a Patreon and, like your adoring fans can support me and then, by proxy you. Oh, wait, that was backwards.
Maybe.
Oops.
Maybe.
Oopsie.
Gymbiotica liquid colostrum. Okay, well, something to look at. I always like learning new things, and that will be my thing for the day.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now to what she talks about. Her horses. She's mourning former horses is what she's doing here. It's a deeply personal reflection of grief, love, and loss centered around the author's experiences with two. I think there was it only two? It seemed like maybe there were more than a couple horses, but I don't know. Doesn't matter. She's trying to humanize herself. I'm not this evil, vicious monster. I loved horses. Yeah, she's trying. She's trying to humanize herself desperately. And she talks about that. Oh, people are dehumanizing me so badly. They're taking all the humanity, Well, don't be a conniving criminal bitch. Stop it.
Try that one on for size, honey.
Yeah, work on getting things fixed. Start with your health. Start with the eating disorder. That will most certainly tie into the mental disorders.
Start on your brain.
Yeah, maybe that's the place to start. Start with the tickly brain. Oh, her brain is a little tickly. Oh, what was the name of her channel? I'm gonna plug it. Do you remember?
I don't remember.
Will you dig that up for me? I'll read this. Will you dig that up for me? I want to plug her channel. She's hysterical. Go look it up. I'll talk. Incredible. You look that up. We're going to plug her channel. Yeah. I don't think anyone else has plugged her channel, and I want to do it because I hope she covers more.
It's totally worthy. The video that she went on about LO and all this stuff was just like, oh my God. That was fantastic.
Another content creator, I think from the East Coast, maybe Baltimore, And she's got the best phraseology for talking about Laura Owens and what Laura Owens has done. And it was someone new to the story, given their perspective. And hey, girl, hey, you don't go.
Hey, girl, hey.
Oh, my God. Okay, you go look it up. We're going to plug her channel.
I'm working on it. Yeah, you keep going.
And we'll talk about Succubit number 1. The Succubus of Scottsdale, 1 Laura Owens. The key points from her very long and lengthy Medium blog are, she was confronting loss. Laura describes how the dusty halters of her 2 horses, Corey and Gordon. I don't remember seeing them on any listings of assets, but maybe it's because they've been gone a while. I don't know. The two dusty halters of long gone horses sat unused in the tack room. She didn't talk about tack being an asset in her bankruptcy either. Well, those are owned by the LLC. They symbolize memories she was avoiding. Seeing them finally compelled her to face her grief. God, gross. Corey's story, Corey the horse. Although maybe she wanted a Corey to exploit as well, who was a 2-legged guy. I'm not sure. Corey was her long-term equestrian partner, stubborn yet deeply connected with her, so she said. Their relationship wasn't about competitive success, but about trust and mutual understanding. His final moments were emotional and transformative for her, teaching that true connection transcends measurable achievements. Oh, isn't that touching? Oh. 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 Gordon's story. Gordon arrived later in life, and he was rescued from a dire situation, as I recall skimming through the story, from to the glue factory type auction. Although their time together was brief, his presence taught her, that being Laura, about holding space for someone even when love can't heal their pain. The next point, grief and meaning. The piece reflects on how love persists after loss. Ordinary moments, daily interactions, quiet presence, unfinished stories deeply matter. Grief is not something to escape, but something that shapes how we value life and connection. And the lasting bond. The halters became symbols of the lives shared. Even after loss, the memories and lessons remain, teaching Laura to cherish every moment, every ordinary moment even, and love fully even when the end is uncertain. We're not going to ask ChatGPT to do anything to do more of that. Let's see. Helps, Alex says, helps with overall immune support and has been known to trigger growth spurts in children. I think I might be too old to have a growth spurt, but you never know. Miracles can happen. I keep hoping for more. Batty McBatface. Was that rumor, gossip, and innuendo? I will neither confirm nor deny anything about rumor nor gossip. When there are facts, you will see facts displayed here as pieces of paper and other directly citable commentary, and if they aren't things that can be traced to such, I will typically, unless I'm having a tickly brain moment myself, I will cite them as being speculative, because we like to be thorough and accurate. Unlike David Gingras, who likes to be, what's the word? Coercive and duplicitous and evasive.
I have a link
to
the video. And I'm
drop
going to
some
go ahead and
links.
just
Drop some
post
links.
that in the chat because, the channel name is Gossip, Rumor, and Innuendo. And this delightful
Batty was right. Batty got it. 10
Yep.
points, gold star for Batty McBatface for getting the name of the channel, which I was never going to get.
Yep.
She's hysterical.
She is and that she covers a whole litany of other types of cases in that. But of course, Echoes and I were focused in on her episode. That link is to the Laura Owens episode, and it is, oh my God, I might have peed myself a little laughing.
Yeah, it was good stuff.
It was great.
It was very entertaining in the car on our adventure.
It was
very entertaining. That came on at a good time for travel.
Mm-hmm.
How much of it wrote, but it's not accurate. Even if Jeep Daddy puts it into his special tools he has access to, we can only speculate. I would imagine that if Laura spends an hour writing such a thing, that would be a lot for her. I don't think she has that kind of focus, to be quite frank. I think she comes up with a concept she wants to sell and gives some points, sort of like how I do songs on Suno. You give it some ideas and you let the AI do the rest of the work for you, and you might make some tweaks if you want to get certain tone and feel and points across. But yeah, as here's the link to the page of shit. I've lost the name of it already. Gossip and Innuendo.
Gossip and Innuendo.
Gossip and Innuendo. God, I'm terrible. The short-term memory is way too filled with other things right now.
Speaking of links and all that, thank you to the two, whomever you were, the two that subscribed to my channel after my little self-plug in the early parts of it. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoy that harrowing content and the future stuff that will come.
And there is a likelihood that yours truly will end up making a cameo or two in his channel.
I have tried terribly, terribly hard to coerce Echoes to come out and play in the woods with me. It's too early. It's gonna be too long.
No, I am not getting up at the ass crack of dawn to be in rural mountains by 8 a.m. I'm just not going to do it, especially on my one day off when it actually gets to be a day off. It's just not going to happen.
It just
right
here
now,
is just whining.
I know. And right now, with my extracurricular task for work, well, it's not extracurricular; it is part of my job right now. That's taking precedence, and I'm kind of reveling in it right now. Yes, we've got a lot to cover this weekend, sir. I'm just going to warn you now. We've got a lot of ground to cover, and over on the other side.
And on the north side too, because you're not free of my clutches after that.
Well, yeah, we're going to have to shake a leg. We'll talk about that later. And just for you, Turtle Power, yes, listening to me talk about things I know nothing about is particularly hilarious. I guarantee it. That is but another service we offer here at my little cubby hole on the internet. So you are welcome, please, and thank you. Please make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Share some comments, share some likes, all the good things. Share the videos. You know, feeding the algorithm is good. We are damn close at 1,000 members, or I should say subscribers. We can't have members yet. Yep. Not yet. We're getting there.
Definitely.
Damn close.
Let's get Echoes over that 1,000 threshold. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's happen.
I mean, Laura Owens is the gift that keeps on giving. So I hope to catch up to Megan and Tug in short order. Yeah, right. If wishes were fishes. I mean, if I had that kind of luck, I'd go to the lottery right now, buy a handful of lottery cards.
Yeah,
Putting live for my sofa channel was he was funny too.
Freaking retire. Yeah.
Did you see this guy?
No.
He's a good old bear from, I think, the Carolinas or someplace, and he was talking about Laura Owens, and he gets wrapped up in his blankie and has his little dog sitting next to him, like, oh, honey,
and your little dog too.
It's like, oh, and this Laura Owens, she's just so crazy. It's like, yes, Queen, tell me more. Tell me more.
Yeah. Say more.
He was funny. I hope he does more. I hope all these people, they're not just one-offs because Laura Owens is kind of hot right now.
Just the topic, not her. Just the topic.
The topic of Laura Owens. You know, it's like, what's the line from the movie? Zoolander.
I don't think I actually.
Oh, Hansel, he's so hot right now. You didn't see Zoolander? What's the matter with you? Seriously?
I don't know.
Seriously?
Yeah. Well. Whatever. I was probably playing with piano rolls or something.
Probably. This is ages ago. I don't think you were there yet. No, that's like the 90s.
Not
right? When did that come out? I can't remember. I know I saw it. Which for me that's impressive. For me. I'm not the biggest. Yeah. Oh, Blue Steelworks too. Blue Steelworks too. It's okay. My baby bat has been moved to the cage. No, it's been weaned. Spending the day in bed. Good for you. Their cage where they belong from time to time. You're allowed a little me time too. At least that would be my excuse. Okay, let's see. Where do we go next? Oh, yes. Okay. Well, let me take this off the screen now. Now we get to go to what's happened lately. And this is why I didn't stream yesterday, because I saw that there was a docket entry at the end of the day yesterday. And I went, let's wait, because if there's documents to pick up, we might see them tomorrow. And tomorrow is today. So we have documents. Oops, if I actually hit that button, as I probably should, we have documents. So there have been some people disappointed. We'll just touch on some of the latest events of Laura. Some people were disappointed she was given approval to travel. Oh well. I think she's visiting her sister.
Can you like zoom in a little bit so it's not like microprint?
Okay, embiggen.
There we go. Much better.
Sorry, I forgot. I meant to do that earlier.
Remember,
but
I'm old. I'm old. You have to like.
Hey, stop. You're 2 months ahead. Well, 3 months ahead of me.
4, and I will remind you of that all the time.
So
you're
what?
Not that far behind me.
Well, luckily, my parents happened. It didn't want to wait till leap year.
Oh,
because that was the same year. So I missed leap year.
That's true.
Like 2 days.
By just a couple.
Yeah. Thank God. A guy I went to high school with, he was just a couple days after me, and it's like, yeah, well, we just sort of acknowledge that it exists once in a while on the calendar. I'm like, oh, well, better you than me. Like the days my birthday falls on anyhow, just because it's always in the middle of the week somewhere, and I can't stand it. It's another thing. What do you do?
Yeah, well.
So we have some more documents, folks, and this is all the latest for Laura Michelle Owens in her criminal case. I would imagine, hey, Rob will talk about this tomorrow. He said something to that effect on his live today. And this is just some ticking off the boxes for the next steps of the criminal hearing, or the criminal trial process, shall we say. If I can get my mouth to work right, too. It is Wednesday after all, and my mouth is already tired.
You're setting me up for all the jokes yet again.
Well, I'm surprised you aren't taking them. You're showing extraordinary restraint. Did people last live that you were so restrained?
Really?
It did. Actually, it might be in the comments.
Oh.
Someone said, oh, was he feeling okay? He was a little quieter than you. Or, no, that wasn't the phrase, but it's like he was a little more reserved than we're used to having.
I see. Okay. Well,
and
let me see if I can channel the snark a little more.
Yeah, I know. Maybe you're not having the right kind of alcohol. Alex, this is the question.
It's just bitch beer, so yeah.
With the entire family being bankrupt, except her sister, ostensibly, allegedly, who indeed is paying for all this travel? Other than I think we're running up credit cards. And I think we're also suckling off of the GoFundMe. Now, it has been revealed by some other people that the GoFundMe is in fact going into Ron Owens' account, according to someone who allegedly works for GoFundMe. But of course, Jan Black has access to that account. And what more does Laura need to do things but have access to her mother to have access to that account? It's all conjoined, mingled financing. She suckles off it's all a big ball of mess. So they're all paying for it. No,
everybody's sucking off. They're
probably going into debt
else.
When they're not. Yeah, and then they're sucking off everybody else, so to speak.
Gingras hope so, but
yeah, well, that's probably the most. Never mind.
Well, probably the Gucci goo.
Never mind.
Anyway,
never mind. Gucci goo. All night long. All night.
Yeah, I'm trying to not be restrained. I know it is, but I mean with my snarky and dirty comments and,
Well, don't get too dirty because we don't want to piss too many people off. And we certainly don't want to piss YouTube off.
I was just saying, maybe allegedly. I don't know. I haven't seen it.
I don't know. Neither have I. So this whole thing is just some checking of the boxes, trial readiness stuff. It's sort of an initial preparatory stage. They were talking about hearing dates and all that kind of good stuff. This is in preparation for what just occurred today, I think, if I read it correctly. And I haven't seen these, so we're looking at this all together, folks. And so it asked questions about, is any party requesting an appearance at the hearing? Box was ticked no. See, I think this was, who was it filled out by? I'm just going to skip to the bottom. Okay, it was, signed by the prosecutor. All right, very good. Got to keep track of who's doing what paperwork. It's too much. Let's see, who's requesting the hearing? Nobody specific. Provide the basis for the requested click. That's not filled in. Does the defendant want their presence waived? They ticked yes, because Laura never wants to show up in court. She wants to be in the safety and security of the casita.
The casita.
El casito. I don't know.
Smelling
probably
her
La
horse
casita.
chlorine shit.
Yeah. Oops, I should take comments down when I'm done with them. Oh, it's terrible.
Should.
Hi, E-Quality. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Her poor sick sister. Yeah, if Sarah is in fact sick. Do we know that? No, we don't. There may be some eyes and ears on the ground that may know for sure, but we don't know.
Okay, that could be her scheme.
And of course, yes, Laura, who may not live to see tomorrow or her criminal trial, wants to make sure she's there for her nephews, as so disgustingly phrased in her previous Medium blog, where she was blaming her choice not to eat on the entire world but herself. And Alex says, didn't she have to declare all credit cards? Yes. Yes, indeed. Yes, everything.
Usually you do.
But the question is, did they? Did they declare all their credit cards? Did they declare everything associated with the businesses? Big Tiff may have answers to that more than I do, and I think I know what that answer is, but that's just me. I'm confused too, because the number stuff, it's all of this stuff, all the criminal stuff, that's enough. All the Eckerd stuff, that's enough. The money stuff is, but frosting and chef's kiss to this insanity.
God, maybe she's opening up credit cards in her nephew's name.
Like the fresh Manny the other day, the new clothes, the updated kitchen. Yeah, we're all confused. How can someone who's indigent and has no money and has no job have anything? Well, we're either suckling off the GoFundMe or we're running up credit. And running into debt. Either and or. We're certainly not using the GoFundMe to pay off the credit because, as people have observed, that the GoFundMe has not been claimed in any of the bankruptcy stuff yet. I think that could get them into a little bit of trouble. But that's just me. Everyone on horseback. Tally-ho! Yes, we should have a good fox chase. And I don't mean that about Megan. That is kind of funny. She is married to Mr. Fox, so it's sort of funny. If anyone would be chasing foxes, it would probably be Megan herself. And that would be hysterical. That would be fun. It's deadly hot in Arizona in July, but let's all have a thing on horseback and go chasing something. Bring the horns, bring the hounds. Howda, tally ho, oh, donga, donga, whatever it is they say on horseback.
Do you do
They're probably
that
still
in the middle of the
shafting
desert?
contractors. Why not?
I don't know. It's like I always seen that setting in.
I know
more
green bucolic settings.
green, yes, and more English, sort of proper, hunting grounds where we preserve the carcass for our trophies.
Well, instead of a good East Coast steeplechase, we could have a cactus chase.
That
It is
true.
the desert. Yeah.
Just gotta improvise a little bit.
Well, if they can do horse rank events, why can't we do some other things? I've never ridden a horse. It looks
haven't?
mildly pleasant. No, I haven't.
Yeah, it's actually.
We
it's
didn't
not
get
that
around to
bad.
that in Boy Scouts.
Yeah, it's not the worst thing. Honestly, I've done it a few times. Actually, it's quite pleasant.
I mean, it's not like driving a car. It's like, well, you have to understand this is a living creature and you have to learn how to do things to get it to do what you'd like it to do. And sometimes they don't do that
Yeah,
because they're creatures. Yeah.
yeah.
I'm fascinated. Oh, let's see. There's a ridiculous monthly allowance from. Yeah, there is the $20,000 a month with everyone's benefits. There is that. So why we're $2-something million in debt and Laura's whatever and $500,000 in debt or whatever the hell it was, $250,000 with almost Clayton Eckerd. Yeah, I don't know. It raises more questions than it gives us answers, doesn't it? Laura is not cleaning the horse stalls. No, I'm quite sure they pay someone to do that, based on what I've seen. OMG, can we pay Laura to give you a lesson? No, I will not receive lessons from that bitch. I want nothing to do with her. I don't even want to see her in a courtroom, but that's an occupational hazard if you're talking about this case. You're going to steer clear and have a body cam near that woman. That's the answer. I mean, she'd probably try and claim I made her pregnant, which would be
and a body wide
absurd.
condom of some kind to just like
Yes, you'd have to have the full body condom just to. I don't know how you would do it. It's scary.
Oof.
It's absolutely scary just thinking about how you protect yourself around that crazy woman. I don't know what the answer is, other than give her a wide berth, so to speak. The case status. We're back at the document. Let's see. The parties hereby vow. We've got other court documents. We've got some motions to cover tonight too. Parties hereby vow that the court following activities have occurred in this case. Oh, okay. So we get some updates on what's happening. The defense counsel and defendant have been in communication. That's checked off. The state has complied with Rule 15.1 of the Arizona Rules of Criminal Procedure. What are those? I don't know what those are. Crud. Do I need to look that up? Arizona. See, I knew I should have looked at these ahead of time, but there just wasn't time. See, the defendant has complied with Rule 15.2 of ARCP. I'll look them up later. Maybe I'll do a recap later. Let's see, there are no disclosure or discovery disputes at this time between parties that require the court's involvement. Interesting. There are no pending motions, including notice of change of judge before the court. For any items not checked above, please explain why the parties plan for addressing these issues. There's nothing there. Plea discussions. The status of plea negotiations is as follows. The only thing checked here is a plea offer is forthcoming from the state, being discussed, or a deviation request is pending. Ooh, that's very interesting. So nothing has been made yet. I would have thought maybe they would have done that by now, but not yet. Maybe Her Royal Highness is like, no, I don't want to plead. No. So maybe what's his name? Maybe Jeff Swirsky, her public defender. Is that his name? Yeah, I think that's it. Maybe she's fighting him, and he's just hoping to God that the state will give him something, so that he can just kind of throw it at her, and she's going to make a big stink about it.
Hey, so what was the thing that Arizona what now?
It's Rule 15.1 and .2, Arizona Rules of Criminal Procedure.
Okay.
That's the governing statute.
I'm going to add, you please continue. I'm going to ask ChatGPT to help us out.
Well, I'm slurping on my water, just like Lauren. I should tell Lauren she needs a giant, 5-gallon thing to slurp on. It just works better. You need this Camelback doing this. I mean, I dry out in 5 seconds just talking. It's crazy. But that's because I have lots of problems. That's why I'm not a singer anymore.
It happens.
It does. Some of it's age, a lot of it's just genetics and the cross I get to carry. Hearing dates. Defendant has been advised of the upcoming hearing dates, including the Comprehensive Pretrial Conference, the CPTC, the Final Trial Management Conference, and trial dates. Okay, so we're zeroing in on official dates for the next processes. Victims' rights have been complied with as applicable. Defendants with multiple cases. Well, not yet, but the hope springs eternal for multiple cases for her. Oh, okay. It was funny to me. Nothing there. And the management judge, let's see, the parties intend to file a request for the court to designate this case as complex by January 27, 2026. That's interesting because it was already determined in the initial appearance of Jeff Swirsky for and on behalf of Laura Michelle Owens as public defense counsel. It was before Judge Jeff, was it Judge Reeder? Where it was, again, intended to be declared a complex case. So this little tick box is interesting to me that it's being designated such yet again. But maybe that's because of the consolidation and the changing of numbers, and it's merely procedural. I don't know. I'm not a lawyer, but that's my guess. Because we started with 7, dismissed
adding this
the
bankruptcy
first
thing
bunch
into the whole mix, and
it's just everything's been consolidated, so that's interesting. All right, over to the next document. Have you found those before you?
I did.
Yes.
I didn't find it. ChatGPT found it. So here is the very, very short version. So 15.1 is state, show your work. 15.2, defense. If you plan to use it at trial, don't surprise anyone. So like some of the like the summary here, Rule 15.1 requires the prosecutor to disclose specific information and evidence to the defense automatically and without being asked. It's like police reports, defendant statements, witness lists, expert witness and their reports, physical evidence and test results, exculpatory evidence, and prior convictions. From a timing perspective, it's like initial discourse must happen early in the case, but ChatGPT doesn't specify what that means. Probably the law doesn't either. And an ongoing duty to disclose newly discovered information promptly. Why it matters: prevents trial by ambush, enforces constitutional due process. Failure to comply can result in sanctions, evidence exclusion, or even case dismissal in extreme situations. So that is Rule 15.1. 15.2 is the defense disclosure, the defendant's duties. Sets out what the defense must disclose to the prosecution, but it is more limited than 15.1 and respects constitutional protections. So those core obligations are notice of defenses, like an alibi, insanity, justification, that sort of thing.
Ooh.
Witness lists, the defense intends to call, excluding the defendant, expert witnesses and reports if used, physical evidence that the defense plans to introduce, and alibi specifics, like location and witnesses, if asserting an alibi. There are some key limits, though. The defense is not required to disclose the strategy. The defendant cannot be compelled to testify or incriminate themselves as guaranteed by the U.S. Constitution, of course. Disclosure is tied to what the defense intends to use at trial. Timing on that typically triggered after the prosecution's Rule 15.1 disclosures, and deadlines are set by rule or the court order. So that's where that is. Yeah.
And as Batty says, these are things that were talked about with Karen Reed, and I find that fascinating. Yeah. And I am going to believe Alex when she says that Laura is scary in real life. I believe that. Although what Laura wouldn't realize about me and my co-host here, we've got claws and fangs too. And if there's anything you don't want to mess with are rainbow flag claws and fangs. Because when they come out, there may be no survivors. That's no threat. We know how to take care of ourselves and protect ourselves. So don't mess with what you don't want to mess with. All right.
The gay mafia is real. Okay?
It's true. Just the saying. White hand. Or is it the mauve hand? Oh, IB, thanks for coming by tonight. Catch up on the rest for the replay crew, please and thank you.
Thanks IB, for stopping by. Thank you for your subscribing early on to my channel. I really do appreciate that.
Show Jeep Daddy the love. He's lonely over there on his very newly, freshly formed channel. Don't keep his Jeep lonely. It doesn't like to be lonely. It doesn't. Friends. Yeah. If you like Jeep adventures, go over and visit him. Okay, so that leads in very nicely to the next document. So let me switch tabs, and here we have some documents. This comes from the state, if I'm not mistaken. The state's allegation of multiple offenses not committed on the same occasion pursuant to ARS stuff there. See, is that plenty embiggened? Yeah, that looks about right. See, I have to look at different screens just so it looks okay sort of on the other end. Oh, my goodness. Signed to Honorable Sigmund Popko. And pursuant to all that case law, if offenses are dangerous, and Rule 13.5 of ARCP, there's going to be a lot of that. A lot of ARCP in this. I'm going to get bored. By and through undersigned counsel, hereby amends the indictment to allege that the crimes charged in CR 2025, and all those numbers, are multiple offenses not committed on the same occasion. I'll show why that's important. Therefore, if defendant is convicted of these crimes, defendant shall be sentenced pursuant to ARS, all of that. If offenses are dangerous, I wonder what they decide are dangerous offenses. Alternatively, should any of the defendant's charges not consolidated for trial become historical prior felony convictions under ARS, the state will seek sentences enhanced with historical prior felony convictions on any remaining charges under. Oh, fascinating. And signed by Ed Leiter, who's prosecuting for this. Interesting.
So you're going to go for this designation of dangerous offenses. That's fascinating. That is fascinating.
That is fascinating.
Hard to disagree.
I would have,
just from a layman's perspective.
We'd have to read all the
coming into
statutes
this.
to see exactly the definitions, which I don't necessarily want to get into tonight. But I find that intriguing.
Yeah, and I mean, it might be something interesting to feed into the chat GPTs to give like that, summary of those things to see what it extrapolates as that. But like from just the little that I've been exposed to this case via, being on this channel and our conversations offline, she's kind of a dangerous actor. I'm not gonna lie. Like, she's kind of set out.
So are her. Well, at least her mother.
Yeah, they set out to terrorize the people that they're targeting. Like, maybe they should be charged with terrorism. I don't know.
Batty says the prosecution and Karen Reed could introduce doctored video in the middle of the trial, but the defense couldn't introduce newly discovered photos proving the witness lied. Rule 15 came up a lot. Very interesting. I might have to go back and check out Karen Reed. I haven't followed that one at all. I hear it from Tug and some others, but I don't know much about Karen Reed other than she's a dangerous, crazy loon. Maybe more dangerous than Laura Owens, but I'm not sure by how much.
Well, she's the one teaching Laura and maybe the other sister about how to be manipulative and do all these things. Then she's probably pretty fucking dangerous.
One of the things in the first round of felony indictment announcements was aggravating circumstances. So I think some of this ties into that designation as well, because with a pattern, history and pattern, especially extensive history and patterns of behavior, it becomes aggravating circumstances, which increases not only the potential classification for the felony, but also the potential sentencing time. So it ups the stakes, having aggravating circumstances. And if they are prolonged or historical, from years ago, where we would see these patterns from years ago that were never prosecuted because they were never caught, I think that turns up the flames in the little plane of hell she will reside in prison for. That's my interpretation, at least. I think it ups the stakes in terms of sentencing, really. And the level of accountability just kind of goes even higher. All right, so that's that document. Here's yet another one. Ooh. This is the state's notice of disclosure and request for disclosure. The state of Arizona, by and through undersigned counsel, hereby gives notice of disclosure pursuant to Rule 15.1 of the Arizona Rules of Criminal Procedure and request disclosure pursuant to Rule... If this case involves a victim, and it must because Greg Gillespie and Clayton Eckerd were named as victims, the state has made every attempt to comply with ARS, etc., and Rule 39 of the Rules of Criminal Procedure by redacting the victim's identifying and locating information. If, for any reason, victim identifying or locating information has inadvertently been disclosed, the state requests that the defense counsel immediately notify the state so that it may substitute the disclosure with a copy that conforms to the... We've seen this document, or a flavor of this document before, I think in round 1. It feels too familiar. The state further requests any copies of documents containing victim identifying or location information be not disseminated to anyone, including Laura Owens, the defendant. So Laura is not entitled to know everything about everybody. And I think there are reasons for that. See, the witnesses. Probably the state may call. Oh, so we've got a new witness list, folks. Ooh, that's breaking news. We've got an updated witness list. Where's that damn button? Oh, there it is. Breaking news. Breaking news. We've got a witness list from the state, folks. Oh, okay, that's enough of that. The state may call the following witnesses in the case in chief or as rebuttal. Ooh, I'm so excited. We get witnesses. And they are. I'm not going to speculate on who all these people are because I don't know all of them and I haven't researched this. We do know some of them just at first glance. Julie Ulrich, Juan Arango. That name sounds familiar, but I don't know why. Deanna Arena, who was co-counsel with the Eckert matter. Jan Black Owens, police officer Michael Blasco, Officer Detective Teria Boa. Oh God, I'm gonna butcher it. I'm sorry, officer. Help me.
Well,
Brandon
I can't
Buckner.
see shit because it's too small, but so I can't help you.
Oh, just yell at me before I even start reading.
No, I wanted to torture you a little bit.
Teria Boa. I don't know. I'm hitting a. It's a shot in the dark with names. Brandon Buckner, who was there when she was served, he was in the body cam footage. Some of the others may have been too. I would have to go back and read all the documents again for when the warrant and raid on the casita took place. It had all the officers there.
At such an early hour in the morning, well before, whatever.
Also witnesses. Oh, this is getting good. Stephanie Chen, FNP. Is that one of the nurses? Uncle Joe Cotchett is listed as a witness. Ooh. Do you know who Joe Cotchett is? This is a test. She co-opted in one of her schemes and artifices, shall I say. She claimed she was being represented by Uncle Joe Cotchett of Cotchett Petrie of, where are they? One of the biggest litigators in the country, very high profile. And Laura claimed to be family friends, her daddy. He's Uncle Joe, and he's going to sue you into the ground if you don't date me kind of thing. She used one of those. So she wrote some stuff up as staff for Cotchett Petrie, pretending they were representing her. And she assumed, we believe, this is alleged, folks, so let me preface that. Laura allegedly used Uncle Joe's identity and said, Laura, we think you've got a great case here, and it would play well for the media, and we'll sue whomever for all they're worth. I think it was in reference to Greg Gillespie, if I'm not mistaken. I think this was...
Wait, is this, are you postulating here that she is potentially committed more fraud and falsifying
not
documents
postulating,
and things?
Accusing. Because in her charging documents, she's been charged with, hang on, what's the exact phrasing? Not impersonation, but taking identities. Taking identity of another, I believe is the exact phrase. And there are documents. We have seen them. I've talked about them, where from Joe Cotchett to Laura Owens. Dear Laura, blah, 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 blah. We think you've got the best case in the world, and it would make a great case to the media. I don't have that document ready to go. I think it's somewhere in my file, where it appears that she could have impersonated a high-profile lawyer, pretending that he was representing her, to use as a threatening tactic against one of the men she was abusing.
No, that just feels like a really, really, really bad.
That feels like a really bad idea, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And not only was there a communication from Uncle Joe, there was ostensibly a communication from someone purportedly on staff at Cotchett Petrie Law. That was also, oh, Laura, we got your documents, and they absolutely confirm your medical status as you claimed. That kind of bullshit. Yeah.
Just keep shoveling that hole, girl. Just keep digging.
Just keep taking the rope. Take some more rope on your horse.
More rope.
Off you go.
More,
trot.
More. That's fine.
Trot. Let's see who else is here. Officer Logan Cron, he was also there at the raid on the casita. Lisa Daniels, both witness and victim. This was, I think, one of the people who she claimed, wrote up a diagnosis for her, which she shared. Now, those of you more familiar, let's see. Is Lisa Daniels who she took the Vanishing Twins ultrasound from? That's a good question. I can't remember who that is, to be quite honest. And I don't want to just guess and say, yeah, sure. But it could be. I'm sure there's one of those there. Because as you remember, Laura has arts and crafts forged medical documents that were from at least 2 doctors and other medical practitioners. So this is obviously one of them. I can't remember the name of the lady. That's a Dave Neal question because he knows all the names. So I'm sorry, I can't help you answer that one there. That's just how little room there is in my head. Let's see. Yeah, I don't remember her name. Let's go on. Dr. Samantha Deans is being called as a witness. She appeared as expert witness for Clayton in the paternity case. Clayton here is listed as a victim. Dorabelle Estrella. I'm not sure who that is. Ginny Fabre, John Fantauzi, Detective Baron Fulp with Scottsdale PD, Greg Gillespie as a victim. Oh, they've got this again. David Gingrich as a witness. They need to fix that. It is allegedly David Gingras, but somehow we keep getting the same typographical errors, and I'm not quite sure what happens. Or at least that's what I believe. I could be mistaken. There is a David Gingrich, but I think it is her present former attorney who can never seem to go away like a cold. More attorneys. The county attorneys. Oh, okay. Andrew Gomez with Scottsdale PD. Gabriel Gonzalez, one of the investigators, I believe, with the attorney's office. Thomas Goodson with Scottsdale PD. Dustin Griswold, Heather Hall, Doug Hawes, Jeffrey Higley, Dr. Higley and Dr. McCool, one of the doctors whose identity she borrowed for her schemes and artifices. Right there, folks. Witness, Roseanne Webner. Webner? Okay, I think I'm close. Jones, MD. Boy, that's missing some names. All right. Heather Krim with the attorney's office. Andrew Lukowski, Scottsdale PD. Tamara Lister. Dr. McCool and Dr. Higley. I already said it. Sorry. It's only funny once. So we've got another doctor listed whose identity she borrowed, allegedly. Mike Maricini is listed as a witness. Roberta Martinez, Hunter Maurer. Dr. Michael Medchill, who was Laura's expert witness, who is so poorly represented on the stand. And we should watch that. You might find some of that funny.
Do we need to do a watch here?
Probably not tonight, but we should watch the Eckert paternity trial, the family court case from a year and a quarter ago. Just so you can see some of these names and some of the stupidity that they were trying to pass off for Laura. Dr. Michael Medchill claimed to personally deliver 22,000 babies.
Oh, okay.
People did the math. Humanly impossible. So not only was he claiming as the head of the department that he personally delivered every baby, but everyone else, every other doctor who worked under him. Yikes. And then a redacted victim, which is very interesting. I always like a good mystery, so I can't even guess there. Angela Moffat, Carmen Mora, I don't know who some of these people are. Matt Mulvey, one of the other men victims of Laura Owens. Her sister, Sarah Navarro Owens, is also listed as a witness. Dave Neal, the amazing podcaster himself. Daddy Ron Owens is listed. We have Detective Maxwell Patton with Scottsdale PD. Daniel Beckham with the attorney's office. Witness Bonnie Platter, one of Laura's, I think, was that one of Laura's previous, or was that Mike's? Crap. Bonnie Platter was one of the other attorneys earlier on in some of this nonsense. I think that was one of Laura's previous attorneys. They might, Becca, that when there's a list, there's a chance they could be called. But we have another attorney, Bonnie Platter, Anna Reyes. I think that's affiliated with Sean Roanhorse, the contractor that built stuff for the Owens Ranch. Nicholas Sanfilippo, don't recognize that name. Janine Sander.
I recognize Sanfilippo as the last name, but that has nothing to do with this case. It's the, collector people with way too much money than they know what to do with.
But aren't they in Illinois?
They are in the upper Midwest-ish places. Maybe
not any relation. I don't know. Probably not. At least as far as this is concerned.
But it is one of those names I key in on for a variety of reasons.
And we have more police officers: Christopher Scott, Michael C. Miller, Anthony Silva. I think more people who were present at the time of the serving of the warrant and the raid on the casita. Madeline Sobek. Not another. There's so many names they don't ring any bells. Kyle Swan, Scottsdale PD, Kathy Swan with 2 N's, Ryan Sylvester, PD, Mary Valenzuela Resto, MBA, all right, custodian of records. Ooh, I wonder what with. Dig that one up, sleuths. We like custodians of records. Jessica Valenzuela, police officer, Detective James Wiege, I don't know. with the attorney's office. Witness Andrew Williams. I know who that is, but I'm not going to say how. Actually, maybe I should, because here it is in print. Another potential victim of Laura Owens, who I've been actually aware of for quite some time. I wasn't going to mention it because I was wondering if he would even appear in witness lists, but he might be victim -2. We've talked about victim 0, but he's a very early victim, as far as I'm aware. Another custodian of records, Amber Wood. Witness Greg Woodnick, Zaddy Greg. Dr. Zaddy Greg Woodnick of Woodnick Law is also called as a witness. Fascinating. And Glennis Marie Zeman, MD. I think this was someone else Laura referenced as being a doctor of hers, but may or may not have actually been so. Other witnesses, any custodian of records for any disclosed item or document, any witness from the defense disclosure, any individual named or referred to in the preliminary hearing transcript, grand jury transcript, police report, or other state's disclosure, cell phone, cell site expert and or examiner, computer forensic expert, handwriting expert, fingerprint technician, latent print examiner. Pulling out all the stops for this one. Oh my. Rule 15.1b evidence. Oh, they're gonna have computer experts.
Oh, of course.
Phone, all the digital media stuff. They're gonna have experts up the wazoo for this bullshit. Mm-hmm. I didn't really write that. I didn't post that. Someone else did from my mother's phone. Any excuse she's gonna have.
False. Yeah.
False. That's the funny thing about digital forensics, isn't it? And you know things about these sorts of things.
I do.
There's no such thing as 100% cover-up with digital forensics, is there?
It's really, really challenging, to be honest. Like, what we call operational security, or OPSEC, has to be very tight, and you can't make a single mistake. So, like, you have to make sure that, like, every single time you're clean, you're using non-traceable things, like you have a different IP, whether that's a VPN or using Tor or something else. Like, that is reserved for people who are not amateurs. And
I would assume career criminals who specialize in computer stuff.
But even the career criminals they will make errors at some point. So if you're some little local yokel from the middle of Arizona, like playing with horses from time to time, you're going to fuck up. And that's going to be traced at some point. The amount of surveillance that occurs on devices and what can be extrapolated from where you're logging into certain places, from your IPs, all the way to device IDs, it's really rather disgusting, honestly, how much telemetry and data can be collected from something as simple as your cell phone. It doesn't matter if it's an iPhone or an Android. So if they want to find it, there's a decent chance they're going to, especially if they've got really fucking smart people in the room.
Yeah. And I would doubt a horse-loving podcaster like Laura Owens is going to be that good.
No, yeah, that was kind of my backhanded.
That's the
backhanded point I was making there. Yes.
That's just... Broccoli Force says, "Is this good Andrew or bad Andrew?" I don't know which Andrew is which, to be quite honest, but I believe this Andrew was one of the early ones who was a football player. If this is the same Andrew I'm thinking, who was one of the early exploits that wanted to remain out of the crosshairs of one indicted felon, Laura Michelle Owens. As did, I think, Matt Mulvey. There have been rumors circulating that Matt may or may not come out of the woodwork and talk more about his situation, but he's probably going to wait. Especially if we're being called as a witness. I would suspect a number of the earlier guys will be smart and careful and wait until, for lots of reasons. Because what would happen is if they... they're perfectly within the right to share their story and their experience. What that can do is if it's too premature, it would give someone a preemptive defense tactic, and prosecutors don't want that. So, we'll see. There could be some Medium articles waiting to be dropped on Laura Owens' Medium blogs.
Yeah.
sharing all the stories of the past, all the chickens coming home to roost, and how it's not her fault. Just like her eating disorder is not her fault. So no preemptive defense here, I think, is
So
sort of the operation of the day.
that just goes to prove that if anybody is ever caught up in any of this stuff, don't be a dumbass and don't put this shit all over publicly accessible websites that you don't own, or even the ones that you don't have full control over is kind of a dumb idea, really.
And even if you do.
Yeah. So just
like someone's justice for Laura. Please.
Don't do it. Like that's
how long before we see the other whiny cases of, oh, this is Mike Maricini, oh, this is Greg Gillespie, they were all abusive towards me, oh, now there's Matt Mulvey, oh, there's Aaron, oh, or Adam, or whatever, Andrew, whatever his name is, forgive me. We'll see. I mean, I don't put anything past her. She's just that conniving.
Oh, she'll try anything and everything.
She's so desperately, psychologically needs to be in control of absolutely everything. Absolutely everything.
Just to make sure that she's
this is why
in
she's
the
got
best
14
light
felonies.
possible.
Yeah.
And it's really working in her disadvantage, like the rest of us are looking, are seeing. It's like she's trying so hard to control the narrative that she's completely fucking the goat on the conference table of this whole scenario.
Yikes, the goat even.
Yeah.
MD Thomas says, I so wanted Ariana Huffington to be called as a witness. Didn't we all? But that was a figment of Laura's imagination, just like so many other things. K-Dubs, my eating disorder is not my fault. It is Uber Eats.
They forced my finger to push the order now button. Oh my God.
That's kind of my problem with zero sugar chocolate. All right, evidence. The state may introduce into evidence crime scene evidence, pictures, reproductions, PowerPoint presentations, charts, or diagrams of the crime scene or any damage. This is a little bit standard form contract stuff, or not contract, but boilerplate stuff. Any damages or injuries that were a result of the crime, all physical evidence taken from the defendant. There's going to be lots of digital forensics. Any fingerprints, footprints, hairs, fibers, bodily fluids will just truncate. Chemicals or forensic evidence found as a result of the investigation of the crime and their analyses. Identification evidence, any arrest, booking report, or photograph of the defendant related to the charged offenses. MVD records, prior conviction records, or other records demonstrating prior identification of the defendant. Any photographic lineups. See, that's one thing I miss. There's no lineup of Laura Owens. I mean, we've got mugshots. That's great, but wouldn't that be fun to see her in a lineup?
Oh yeah, like the 5 or 6 people and like holding up numbers or whatever.
Yeah, wouldn't that be great?
It would, but
that would be another one I would add to my collection of photos for this case.
How would one in the state's office able to find adults that are that emaciated or compel 15-year-old girls with eating disorders to also show up in a spot like that? Like,
I can't say what I'm thinking. I just can't.
The fucking douche canoe.
I'll bet someone could find some. I'm just saying. I'll bet someone knows where to find them. That's all I can say, and that's probably too much. Document evidence. Oh, wait, I skipped one, sorry. Victim evidence, photographs of the victim. Document evidence, any written instruments, including but not limited to checks, receipts, application for credit, accounts, or check cashing services. In a fair world, where justice aligns all across the board, this is where the bankruptcy bullshit, all of it would enter the picture. This is where it would enter the picture. And like I've said,
I find point 2 extraordinarily fascinating.
Oh, I haven't read it yet, have I?
Oh,
let's do number 2, and then I'll come back to my point.
Yeah, I cut you off. And
any computer or account oh crap. Let me take 2. Any computer or account access devices, including but not limited to credit cards, debit cards, passwords, account numbers, password generators, Let me just read off the whole thing. Any forgery devices, including but not limited to computer software, check blanks, driver's license blanks, social security cards blanks, laminator, samples of handwriting and related analyses, bank account records, credit account records, or other receipts or transaction records, MVD records, including but not limited to driver's license and ID cards.
Yeah, I
go
find
ahead,
this
and then I'll make
entire
my
list as like it holistically across all these points. But I mean, again, like number 2 is particularly interesting to me,
Well, of
given
course,
my career,
given
obviously.
what you
But
do.
like, but yeah, like it. They're really trying. They're doing a decent job of trying to cover the bases of like, here's all the things that we need to like stitch together the story. So turn it all over. You
I
don't
wonder
get
how
to
many
just leave
Google.
your password manager behind because it's private. Yeah, no, it's not a thing.
I wonder how many Google accounts she has in total. I'll bet the number and the names will shock us, and I'll bet many of them will sound familiar. I'm just saying. So my point was going to be. I just lost my point. What was my point going to be?
I don't know. I
I was going to talk
You're
about.
welcome.
I was going to say that, and I've said this months and months ago, before all of this was even announced, that I saw a nexus for which she could be charged for federal crimes. And I still wonder if some of the financial antics will be that nexus for which we get additional charges. And we find out that some of this will not only be tried at a state level, but possibly a federal level as well. I wonder. I don't know that. Again, I don't practice in law, so I'm, again, just speculating. But I pontificate those possibilities. Yeah. Let's keep going. Other evidence. Any statements of the defendant or any of the co-conspirators mentioned or contained in the police reports or other disclosed materials. Don't forget, folks, they did mention there was an accomplice. That was part of the aggravating circumstances documentation, if I'm not mistaken. Any writing or recording of the defendant or witnesses. Oh dear. Oh dear. Someone made lots of YouTube videos. Someone made lots of Medium articles and still does. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Number 3, any object. Representation of an object, thing, or document referred to in the defense disclosure or disclosed by the defense or used or referred to at trial by the defense. Number 4, any grand jury preliminary hearing or deposition transcript. 5, any object, representation of an object, thing, or document referred to in the preliminary hearing transcript, grand jury transcript, police report, or in any of the state's disclosure, including but not limited to, hold on to your butts, any evidence arising out of DR 2024031, Maricopa County's Attorney's Office, and any supplements. Oh my gosh. I can't remember which one that is. Is that the case number for this criminal case? See, this is where Rob may have that number memorized. I don't memorize any of the case numbers. I just don't have it. Number 6, any video or any audio recording obtained from an officer camera. We've seen some of that already. Any surveillance video. The state gives notice that it may introduce FTR recordings of testimony in this case in evidence or use them during closing arguments. Any information relevant to the case obtained from a cell phone or from a wireless provider. Ooh.
See, and here's the thing, is that's where cell phones and carriers. This is a spot, right? Because and I know that I've talked with Echoes about this, but I have also talked about this with various other friends. This is why if you want to have a private conversation, you do not do it over the traditional mobile calling feature. You do it via FaceTime, or you do it via Signal or WhatsApp. You do it over the data channel
devices,
so that it is encrypted.
End-to-end encryption.
And not, because if you place the calls and you do that over the traditional thing, it's going to route it from your phone to the tower through the old school, because the old school systems didn't go away. Okay. So they're there, they run the backbone of if you dial a telephone number on your cell phone, and those records, because of the existing law and because of the existing subpoena power and wiretapping and blah blah blah, that will all come into play. But if you're not a dumbass and you actually place the call via FaceTime or any of the other data-based and private pathways, and I'm not talking about a call via Facebook Messenger or Instagram or these other third-party type things. It's device to device. You've got to do it that way. That means it's private and it doesn't get intercepted, or it's not there. You can see that it was potentially like the call happened, but you can't see a lot of other details. Again, just it falls into the don't be stupid when it comes to doing these like behaviors and talking about private things. That is my rant daddy moment for this the 8 o'clock hour. Please continue.
I'm just looking at some of the chats. Booby traps, yikes. I was under the impression those didn't work on a couple of bitchin' snarky gays. That depends. It's very circumstantial.
See, and okay, Batty.
Sometimes.
Yes.
No, this one's from Create, Consider, Connect.
Okay. Well,
who also talked to you about the Mr. Blandings reference?
Okay, thank you. I thank God somebody else got that.
Yeah, over my head.
I'll it's in the Merv collection. I'll let you we'll watch it at some point. It's a good one. Cary Grant, old school, awesome, like one of signature Cary Grant movie from back in the day before they technicolored everything. Like, okay, Daddy, I'm not trying to teach her how to crime better. It's just it is better situational awareness for everybody here.
And she's not as smart as she thinks she is, even if she learns that now.
Yeah, she seems like she's such a dingy, clueless entity floating around this universe that even if she listened to everything that I had to say, she'd just be like, "Oh, that's fine. I don't need like whatever." Okay, because she's just gonna whine and bitch and complain, and then whatever. It's like, really, it's about folks who like it's not a matter of trying to facilitate crime. It's a matter of privacy and protecting your rights, and not subjecting yourself to undue searches and that sort of thing. So just
undue searches and seizures, to quote the sovereign citizens.
The Fourth Amendment type stuff. Yeah, I'm not a sovereign citizen. I don't support that bullshit.
Thank God I would disown you.
Yes, you would.
Because I wouldn't bail your ass out. I'd say, it's your sorry ass can rot in jail for that shit.
Yeah, exactly. And
I'm traveling on the land in my power
I'm traveling.
Land yacht.
Well, yeah,
please.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but just fucking don't be dumb, okay? And the reality of the way that the whole. Okay, I could just get on another rant, but I'll limit it to the way that things like telephone calls, caller ID, whether you're talking to the person that you think you're talking to, that's not going to be done via placing regular phone calls, whether it's on your cell phone or landlines or like your Comcast voice service or whatever. That's not it. Okay, so. Just keep that all in mind.
Is that all?
Probably not, but I'll let you go.
Okay, fair enough.
Fuck you anyway.
Number 10, any information relevant to the case obtained from a social media platform.
See, again, fucking social media is not fucking private. Oh my God. Don't be dumb.
Uh-huh. 11, any documents pertaining to arson investigations, including fire run report. I'm not sure why this one's listed other than its standard form.
It's right to the standard language.
She turns into an arsonist, I'm out.
Yeah, if I see a red stapler in any of these videos or any of these fucking posts, I'm just
if she turns into an arsonist, I'm out. Because, Your Honor, I need to leave from the court to travel around the country just to disappear. And all of a sudden there's fires appearing everywhere. No, thank you. Hard pass. Rule 15.1 notices. Any other witnesses or evidence will be disclosed seasonably according to Rule 15.6. The state has no obligation to provide witness telephone numbers. The only witness telephone numbers to be disclosed are those that are already included in the police reports or other disclosure materials. All of the listed witnesses' existing relevant written statements, it must be after 8 o'clock, have already been provided in the police reports, are provided with this notice, or will be provided seasonably. Any other statement of a witness that any witness may remember may be obtained through witness interviews. Number 4, all existing written statements of the defendant have already been provided in the police reports, are provided with this notice, or will be provided seasonably. Any other statement of the defendant that any witness may remember may be obtained through witness interviews. Audio, video, or digitally recorded statements or images are available for review, and copies of such recorded statements or images, if not already provided, will be provided upon request after sufficient arrangements are made, including providing blank tapes or compact discs or tapes. We're still referencing tapes in this. Oh my God.
Oh,
Lord in heaven. And paying any
God.
reasonable cost associated with making copies. We need to add
thumb
thumb drives and other media transfer here. I was so behind. Any exhibit presented to the grand jury has already been disclosed to the defense, except insofar as disclosure may be prohibited under ARS, etc., or any other statute or rule. The state cannot identify for disclosure exhibits that were not admitted or presented to the grand jury. Defense counsel shall be responsible for recording any witness statement made at an interview of the witness. Were you going to say something?
No.
Oh, no, that makes sense. You don't get to know other things.
Yeah. It just,
about the grand
that
jury.
makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Experts to be called as witnesses in this case are listed in the witness list, which we already covered, which was quite exciting, I thought. The names and addresses of experts, along with the completed results of physical examination, scientific tests, experiments, or comparisons have already been provided, are provided with this notice or will be provided upon completion. So there could be some stuff there. There could be some stuff, digital stuff there.
Mm-hmm.
Any police officer listed above may be called as an expert witness with respect to an area within the officer's training and experience, including expert knowledge of illegal drugs. Are there any HCG experts in the house? Their possession or sale, usable amounts, or any other topic. Any criminalist, fingerprint analyst, identification technician, or other similar witness will be called as an expert in his or her respective field. All forensic scientists, analyst permits, affidavits, curricula vitae for Phoenix Police Department Laboratory Services Bureau are located at that address. All forensic scientists, blah, 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 etc., are located at that address. We don't need to know that. It doesn't matter because there's nothing there for us. It's interesting.
Boilerplate.
But yeah. They're not going to have exhibit information on those sites for this case. That's going to be presented at trial, folks. So don't get excited. That's just what they do and how they do it.
We will eventually get it.
The details, the sausage will be made in court.
Yes.
We hope, and not at a plea deal. Unless otherwise indicated, the state wishes to be present during the interviews of all potential state's witnesses. The state's witness will be made available for the defense interviews, except those who testified at a preliminary hearing or a juvenile transfer hearing. There was no electronic surveillance. There was a search warrant. There was no informant whose existence the defendant is entitled to know about under Rule 15.4. Interesting. All existing original and supplemental reports prepared by a law enforcement agency in connection with this case have already been provided or are provided with this notice or will be provided seasonably. The state is unaware of any existing material or information unknown to the defense that would tend to mitigate the defendant's guilt or punishment. Pursuant to that case, etc., the state will review any evidence in its possession, determine if any of it is exculpatory, and if so, turn such evidence over to the defense. Prior felony convictions. Well, I don't think she's a prior felon.
It's still in indictment territory and not conviction, because like the Clayton thing wasn't a felony conviction, right?
No, because the trial was not a criminal trial. It was a family, it was a paternity case, so it was a family law case, which I mean, it can evolve into criminal procedures, but usually, let's keep it to this case. I won't make any outside references because they don't matter. But it was the paternity matter that had her referred for criminal. That's where this began, right? She was referred for criminal conduct based on the paternity case she chose to file. And
Sure. Okay.
to his credit, Clayton did not just drop, despite being threatened to be sued if he didn't drop it. Methinks thou dost protest guilt too much.
Probably.
Yeah. Let's see. Prior to felony, the state intends to use at trial any prior felony convictions. I don't think that applies here. We'll just read it for thoroughness. Furthermore, the state intends to use defendant's prior felony convictions, aggravating circumstances pursuant to that. Interesting. Yeah, I don't think that applies. Unless there's something we don't know. Yeah. If applicable, the state has provided or will be providing a list of the defendant's prior felony convictions in a separate allegation. Interesting. I think a lot of this is boilerplate. The state will provide a list of prior felony convictions of witness the state intends to impeach or call it at trial 30 days before trial or 30 days after request. State cannot provide a list of felony convictions for defense witnesses without an accurate name, date of birth, social security, blah, 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 blah. Following witnesses may be called, and the following exhibits may be used to prove any prior convictions. Fingerprint analyst, fingerprints of the defendant, the original court files, or on the priors. Why would they?
This just must be like copy pasta stuff.
It must be copy paste.
Yeah.
Original court files, custodian records, defendant attorney, priors, arresting officers, adult probation, probation, parole, booking, photographs, fingerprints, copies, pen packs, DOC, MCSO custodians. Let's see, we'll just skip a little bit. State will make recordings of existing 911 calls. Scottsdale police. Clayton Eckert is violating his restraining order. There's those. We might listen to those too sometime. Yeah. Anytime someone did something she didn't like, she called the police.
Oh, and was she stupid enough to dial 911?
Yes.
Oh, all right.
Multiple times. Yes. And did so in other jurisdictions, trying to get other content creators arrested too.
Oh, lovely. Okay.
Like Liz Neptune. I'm not going to say where I believe Liz is because it doesn't matter. But she found Liz Neptune's location and called the police there on Liz and said that Liz was criminally harassing her. I think Liz should have, well, if she could have, turned around and sued Laura for a false police report. Because I believe the police did show up on Liz Neptune's front door.
Oh.
And after they had a conversation, they realized that Laura had swatted Liz Neptune, essentially.
Yeah. Lovely.
Dumb bitch.
Yeah.
The state will make recordings of existing 911 calls available to everybody after authorization forms, etc. Examination notes made by experts and all those rules shall be provided within 30 days of written request. Our request to examine or scientifically test items of evidence must be in writing. Other evidence of other acts pursuant to Rule 404, Rules of Evidence. The state intends to use evidence of other crimes, wrongdoings, or acts to prove motive, opportunity, intent, preparation, plan, knowledge. These are all the things we expect it to say. I'm going to skip a little bit. The state's position that any acts mentioned in the police reports are intrinsic to the charged crimes and evidence of such are admissible separate and apart from the provisions of Rule 404B. If matters contained in the police reports are deemed evidence of other crimes, wrongs, or acts, the state gives notice that it may use such evidence pursuant to Rule 404B. The state will provide notice of specific acts not contained in the police reports and the witnesses it intends to call at trial in a separate notice.
So enter all Clayton and Mike and everybody else.
Yeah.
They've all entered the chat.
Open season.
Yep.
Open season. State's request for disclosure. The state requests a list of all papers, documents, photographs, and other tangible objects that the defendant intends to use at trial. The state requests any completed written reports, statements, and examination notes made by experts the defense intends to call at trial. Standard stuff. The state requests copies of any recorded statements made during interviews conducted without the presence of a deputy county attorney. The state requests pursuant to rule, etc., that defendant submit to be fingerprinted, palm printed, footprinted, photographs, DNA swabbed, and so on and so forth at any scheduled order submitted January 2026 by Ed Leiter for the for the state. Deputy County Attorney. All right, so there's that document. There's more, folks. We're not done yet. Sorry. This just keeps going and going and going. Request for automatic additional disclosure pursuant to Rule 15.1.
Zoom in, Echoes.
What?
Zoom in.
What? Oh, sorry. Thank you. Is that embiggened enough? That's almost full screen.
Better. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, yeah. Laura Owens. This is from Laura Owens. Laura Owens, through counsel undersigned, moves that the prosecutor make available to the defendant for examination and reproduction the following material and information within the prosecutor's possession or control now or in the future. So this is the request from Laura Owens' side of the fence back to the state. Okay, everyone following where the ping pong ball is going here? Number one, in addition to the following paragraphs, the defense requests these specific items of discovery. I like how the first one is none at this time. Number two, the names and addresses of all persons whom the prosecutor will call as witnesses in the case in chief together with their relevant written or recorded statements. What we just read, I think, is in response to that. Are you going away?
I'm going to go do an intermission. Like, y'all could enjoy the waterfall image, and I will be back.
You've got to go pay a water bill. Very good. Number three, all statements of the defendant and of any person who will be tried with defendant. I'm going to remove him. While he's gone, I'm just going to take him away because it's all about me. And he can complain about it when he gets back. Who will be tried with the defendant? Wouldn't that be nice? Maybe Mama will be named after all, because I believe Mother Owens is the accomplice. Number four, the names, addresses of experts. It's all standard stuff. Let's see, anyone who's examined a defendant or evidence in the particular case, together with the results of physical examination, test experiences, so on and so forth. All lists of papers, documents, photographs, etc., including tapes, conversations, blah, blah, blah. Number six, list of felony convictions. Yeah, see this. I think I got these out of order. Oops. All material or information, whether in recorded form, in the possession knowledge of the state, its agents, etc., which tends to mitigate or negate defendant's guilt as to the charge, etc., felony convictions, juvenile charges, witnesses, copies of witnesses, other things. Copy of the entire plea agreement or contract of cooperation. This is item F. Between the state, any witness, whether or not under deal or within written contract cooperation between the state's witness and any law enforcement agency, including promises or things of value not contained in the document itself. Things of value include, but are not limited to, money, housing, protection for themselves or their families, cars, transportation of any kind, drugs or medications, prescribed or not, special treatment while in custody, phone, meals, conjugal visits, I'll bite my tongue, which are not ordinarily permitted for other inmates. Any other consideration toward charges or sentencing which do not appear in the plea agreement or contract of cooperation. Whether any, if that's a big if Laura Owens tends to be that cooperative, I might just have a heart attack. I would be shocked beyond shocked if she were so cooperative to do such a plea. I really would. I don't see them offering a contract of cooperation either because I don't think she's going to be very cooperative. She hasn't been so far. Oh, let's see. Just checking in on you, chat. How are you doing over there, chat? I hear it's pretty easy to accidentally add folks into a single chat that shouldn't be on there. Yes, when it comes to technology, be careful. You might see this on occasion on your phones. Scammers like to do that. Add piles of numbers in on chats and weird things. Let's see, Jess on the tube. Hi, Jess on the tube. Thanks. Oh, yes, we do evolve. I can't help it. I have high standards. Back in my very early days, I did put my mug on the screen, and then I went away from it in honor of Tug for some reason. But yes, I am center stage, and of course I'm not alone. We have help now because I get tired of doing all the talking all the time. Believe it or not, the voice does get tired. Oh, let's see. Continuing on with the piece of paper here. Which do not appear. Okay, this is item G. Whether any witness has any history of mental illness or drug addiction. That would be very interesting to know. And whether the state has had any witness examined by any type of expert medical or otherwise. H, whether a witness has taken a polygraph or has refused polygraph examination. If polygraph has been taken, defense asks state to disclose results of such exams, blah, 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 blah. Number I, all information regarding anything of value or promised to any friend or relative of any witness noticed by the state. Whether there has been any electronic surveillance or conversations, whether a search warrant has been executed in connection with the case, whether or not the case has involved an informant. Yeah, so I think what we read previously is actually a response to this document. But that's okay. We can be retroactive and work backwards. Any felony convictions, the state will call witnesses, the state will call blah, 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 blah. I'm going to skip because I'm getting bored. And we have one more document to cover. Written and recorded statements, any witnesses disclosed by a state, but not including to victims, assistants, caseworkers, and so on and so forth. Jury proceedings pertaining to the current charges against defendant, whether or not they resulted in a true bill, whether there been any contract between any witnesses or any caseworker, victims, assistance program name, address, and so on. Pursuant to 15.1d, defense requests disclosure of any names of any law enforcement agencies involved in investigation or evaluation. Together, okay, so that's why I've got so many officers and investigators listed previously. Together, any names, persons, assistant attorney general, deputy county investigators, present at the scene of crime during the arrest of a defendant. Oh, sadly, she wasn't arrested. Sadly, she was not arrested. Are you all better now?
Oh, yes. Thank you. Water.
Good. I hope it all worked out okay.
Water filtration has occurred. I'd have a fresh, we stay hydrated. It's important.
I just got a notification on my Twitter from Megan Fox. I'm not going to distract myself and look. I think is it? Yeah. Okay. Or it's in a string where we're all mentioned. I get lots of notifications, and the Twitters were blowing up today. I'm going to call it Twitter till I die. Sorry. If you just die and want to, it's called X. You stop calling it Twitter. No, I'm going to call it Twitter.
Yeah, shut up, Elmo Musk. Nobody gives
Elmo
a shit.
Musk. Yes, and the Twitter has been busy today with all the conversation about the latest documents. And Megan just posted something in the thread. So, let's see. That were present at the scene of crime during the defendant execution warrant, seizure of evidence, so on and so on and so on. Assure that non-lawyers are not making legal decisions. No, there's no one from YouTube making legal decisions. You're welcome. The prosecuting attorney is hereby requested to review all material and gather all information in their possession of their agents, including the investigating police agency, prosecuting attorney, agent, victim, blah, 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 blah. And that was submitted by Jeff Swirsky on the 20th, yesterday of January. Okay, that one's done. Check. Next. Embiggen. See, I remembered this time.
Good job. I'm proud of you.
Notice of defenses. This is a good one too, folks. So if you've hung around this long, this is the list of defenses for Laura Owens. Notice of defenses and requests for notice of rebuttal witnesses. So we get what she thinks are her defense. Okay, so you got just a fraction of a tease. Here we go. Are you ready? Are you ready? I feel like I need a drum roll, but I don't have a drum roll button. Bugger. What can we do? It's conspiracy. Okay, never mind.
that was a stretch, but
yeah. It's all I've got. I need more buttons.
A minus for effort.
We could play the clown show music. Laura Owens is a clown show. Yes, she is. Here she is riding a horse. Laura on a horse. Oh, over the fence, over the 2-foot fence that kitties jump. Oh, I win, 10-year-olds. I'm beating you. I'm Laura Michelle Owens. I'm winning all the horse races. Okay, that's enough.
Between her and David the dipshit, I feel like
douche canoe.
I feel like the clown show is highly appropriate. Yes,
it continues.
Oh my!
And he's not a bankruptcy attorney by practice area, but because he did one once or twice years ago, that he can't stay away from this.
Yeah.
He's wrapped in, and for all the wrong reasons, I think. And none of them are about actually giving her a good defense.
No, of course not.
But he's such a narcissist. He's gonna argue that point.
Mm-hmm.
The track record for him speaks for itself. So there's that problem. All right, everybody, you ready? So here's our list of defenses. will go by the checkboxes. You can see everything they could select. So her mere presence is being considered as a defense. That's funny.
Wow.
Duress, she did things under duress, could be a defense. Lack of specific intent could be a duress. No criminal intent. Well, she did mean to defraud Clayton Eckert or any of those other men.
No,
or
totally.
accuse them of ARP or other things. Or subject them to collateral litigation like non-existent can't say it, abortion coercion. I aborted that one too.
Yeah.
But sorry, I'm a little slow on the buttons now. There it is. See, I get it out before I think of hitting a button. I've got to work on that. No specific intent, no lack of specific intent, no criminal intent, and insufficiency of state's evidence, with some 6,000 pages of discovery, not including media evidence.
Okay, that's cute.
Yeah, aren't they cute?
Yeah.
So we don't have insanity.
It didn't go to 6,001 pages.
We aren't going for insanity.
It's insufficient. Okay.
We aren't going for insanity. So that one's off the table. Oh, illegal searches. Sorry, I missed one. Number 14.
You did. You missed 14.
It was hiding behind the water jug. Sorry, it was behind the purple tankard. It was hiding behind there.
Yeah. Echo's drink that has this thing that
I do.
Like,
it's 64 ounces. It's
as though he's crossing the fucking Sahara Desert.
And with the lid, because it's double lid.
And it's civilized. He lives in civilized with running water.
It makes a very soothing clang, though. It's great. It's better than a water phone.
A water phone?
You don't know what a water phone is?
Maybe.
It's one of those sound effect instruments, and it's got all these different length metal rods around a thing, and the center vessel is filled with water, and you play it with a bow, and you get that. Google it yourself sometime. You'll know.
Was it available on theater organs?
No.
Well, then
this is more modern cinema stuff.
Oh, ew.
Yeah, but it makes interesting noises, and
I don't like modern.
The water vessel, you can slosh it around and gives it some interesting effects. I'm sure you've heard it.
Probably.
In support, this is good too. In support of each of the defenses, the defendant may call the following witnesses. Number 1, the defendant herself.
Oh, please. Please.
Please, yes. For the love of all that is holy. Please do.
Oh my God. I will buy everybody in the fucking gallery popcorn for this.
Oh, Dave Neal will love you. He would say scones and coffee, but I think popcorn would work too. Although someone's got to bring some beef jerky.
I can make scones.
Oh, they would love you. They had like a catered table at the paternity trial.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, with scones and breadsticks and whatever else.
I make
coffee. I
think
it was some cold brew.
Yeah.
Oh, please, for the love of heaven, take the stand.
Please do.
This will be the trial of the century. Number 2, any and all individuals named or referred to in state's disclosure made pursuant to Rule 15 of the Arizona Rules of Criminal Procedure. So that was the document we read at the beginning with all the names, all the doctors, all the lawyers, everybody. All the ex-flings that she tried to take advantage of. Everybody was there.
Tried to extort throughout her entire existence.
If they could probably back up a few more years if they went to a high school.
Christ almighty, this would be like a 5-year trial if that were the case.
Strangely enough, the number of days they have for the trial shocked me. I saw that earlier. I don't think I read. See, where did I see that? Is that in this doc? It could be in this document at the bottom. 7 to 10 days for trial. I was shocked because I'm certain this is a 3-week trial. Easily. Unless they strip all of the stuff down by half.
I think it just depends on how many procedural and nonsensical things that defense like puts through as like objecting to this or that. Like some of those like other YouTube videos that I've watched of like other court cases and sovereign citizen type, delays and nonsense that show up of just like, oh, we're going to delay that, or you're going to make this a thing, or like litigate, blah, blah, blah. Like, that's the type, that the handful of ones you've shared with me about like Laura Owens in court. It's all about delay and nuance, trying to pull out nuance and everything. It's like, yeah, that's why this is going to be a lengthy thing.
Emily Laura Wilson, not known as fake Laura Owens.
No, it's not
I
fake
love
Laura
this.
Owens at all.
No, it's not fake Laura Owens.
No.
If you ever need a co-host, I love it. Just let me know, because I'd love to provide the 1,000 true story behind this abhorrent display of harassment and coordinated smear campaign against me. I mean, Blora. I love it. I was so tickled when fake Laura Owens showed up. She doesn't show up enough. What else does Emily Laura Wilson say? Hello, fellows and fellow competition, other women. You must refer to my parents' basement pool house as the Mesita.
Mesita. that emoji at the end is that just puts the end of it. Yep.
That's the
Nice
true
job.
and relevant. Oh, you guys are great. Oh, thank you so much. That's hysterical. Oh my goodness. Oh, there's just too much fun going on here. Let's see who else. Any investigator, we're going to skip a little bit. Pursuant to rules of hereby request disclosure names of everybody, blah, 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 photographs, diagrams, blah, blah, blah. Any recorded statements, papers. Okay, submitted by Jeff Swirsky yesterday. All right. I think, have I done it? Is that it? This is the same one. Okay, just checking all the documents. Yeah, I think that's everything.
Wow.
Initial pretrial conference statement. I think I read that already. Yes, we covered that one. That was right at the beginning. Holy crap. It's not 5 hours yet.
What?
We did it. We did it, and it's under 3. There you go. Congratulations, everybody. We did it. Claps for everybody. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, so nice. Okay, stop clapping. Good God. It's not the Oscars. It's not the Oscars. Settle down. So there we go. The steam pressure is increasing. Ever so certainly. I love it. I love it. I think I'm going to have to get vacation time in July. Yaku is here. Woo! I heard you on Rob's live earlier today, Yaku. So greetings and solicitations. So there's all the documents. I think the most exciting thing was the updated witness list. I think it was mostly updated. Other than, I'm sure they're still getting David Gingras wrong. I'm sure of it.
Gingras.
Unless I'm wrong. I mean, I've got to save room that I could be wrong. That there's some David Gingrich involved. And I just don't have any clue who the hell that is. Oh, let's see. I saw South Florida Thrifter was on earlier, but I didn't jump on that. Rewinding got here. Going to need more Jeep. There you go. Daddy Jeep Echoes. What is that?
Wow. Are we fusing into one
should I be
entity?
insulted?
Should I be
not.
insulted?
Yes, you should.
Fuck you. Maybe I should be the one insulted here.
Well, definitely. It means you shrink by a good foot.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
Yeah, that would upset you greatly.
It would.
Then you're going to have to get a little step stool to get into your Jeep.
Yes, let alone my big ass truck.
Oh God, that you need a step ladder for that one.
Jesus. Yeah.
Let's see, was there anything else? I'm just clicking through all my tabs and making sure I haven't missed something that someone's going to scoop me on later tomorrow. Let's see, let's just update the Twitter thing. So Megan Fox wrote that, he sounds serious. Good, he needs a good defense attorney, so she can't cry it was unfair. Yeah, thank God. So all of this is going down. Let's see. All kinds of stuff. Everyone's talking about this. So I would bet we'll see some other people on tomorrow talking about all of this stuff we've just covered this evening. All the documents.
Probably.
We're kind of waiting to see what the next steps are for all the nonsense lingering in San Francisco. Because that hasn't been finalized yet. And she hasn't, as far as we know, she hasn't submitted anything for appealing. That's still
so I know
kind of
that
hanging
her
out there.
proclaimed residence is somewhere in Arizona with, like, in the Mesita, as it were.
Mm-hmm. The Mesita, indeed.
Where is, like, she actually living, though?
Scottsdale. With mommy and daddy.
Like, for real? Like,
yeah,
not
in the
some
Mesita. In the mesita
Okay.
behind the house.
There's not some other like
That's where she lives.
That's just
No.
not a fake thing. That's like she's not like living in California somewhere that like creating other chaos or anything stupid.
If you might recall the body cam footage where they go to the sliding glass door of the mesita.
Yes.
That's where they caught her. That's where they got her. They got her and caught her.
She could have just been, vacationing or staying for a couple days or whatever. I don't know.
Broccoli, I hope someone is being petty, misspelling his name. I really do. Not because it's the right thing to do on a court document, but I find it funny.
I seriously hope that they don't.
It could be. There could be a David Gingrich. There could be.
Yeah, maybe.
Who the hell they are? I mean, half those people, I have no idea who the hell they are. So I will leave room for the possibility that there is someone named David Gingrich who has something to do with this case.
And hopefully,
I just find it funnier that it could be a misspelling of David Gingras. I just find it funnier that it could be him.
And hopefully
that's a personal thing. That's my opinion.
And hopefully, it's not it won't be used as an attempt to throw out him as a witness on some stupid technicality of a misspelling of a name. Like that would be terrible.
Yeah, it would. Or as Melissa Jade says, brother, it's time to call it the vegetable casita. Nobody knows why. I think she said she wondered if there were vegetables hiding under the piles of clothes. I think that's the rationale.
Did the cucumbers disappear or the eggplants disappear out of that main house?
Probably. I don't know. One never knows what's going on in that household.
We're just speculating here. Like
there's definitely a little dog peeing on the tile floor. We have seen that in video. Oh, let's see. Poor Robin. To their great dismay, she's 2 miles north. That's 2 miles too close.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to be in the same state if I could at all help it.
Yeah. Shelter in place. 1,000%. 1,000%.
Oh, for sure.
Yep.
For sure. Oh, let's see. I don't know that there's anything really to cover. We've hit on quite a bit in a short amount of time, even though we're dribbling into 2.5 hours.
In.
So there you go. There's your Gingerbites. There's your Succubits, and there's your latest trial stuff updates. I think Hey Rob is going to talk about all of these documents tomorrow at some point in the day. I don't have the current calendar because some things have moved for all the trial stuff and all the collateral cases and all the bankruptcy stuff, but there's supposedly some other things cooking there too. So in the next week or so, I think we'll hear some more things. So there you go, folks. Any parting shots for you, sir? I need to get some sugar. My blood sugar is diving.
Oh dear. Well, I think
I need to go have dessert.
I've had dessert actually. I've got my little cookie.
I'm gonna try one.
Oh, you haven't tried one yet?
No, it's still in my thing.
Okay. Well, my parting shot here or parting words will be: if you have not subscribed to Echoes, please do so.
Oh, thank you.
We are so close to the 1,000 mark.
So the first little mile marker.
Look, it costs you nothing.
Yeah, it's true.
It is free. It costs zero. Hit that. Hit the like button. Like all of the comments are fantastic. To those who have journeyed and ventured over to my channel, Off-Road Entropy, where you can see some of my adventures out in the wilds of the Pacific Northwest. Do please consider subscribing over there and mashing some likes and making comments on the videos there. More content is coming.
And the day will come, I'm sure of it. You will hear me screaming in the background in a Jeep. I'm sure there will be some cameo. I'm sure of it. You're going to trick me someday, and I'm going to end up on a Jeep trail screaming for dear life as we're hanging off of a cliff somewhere.
Well, it'll be about a 20 to 23% roll as we're crawling over some rocks, and maybe I'll make it on the passenger. I normally call it the drinker's side, but the passenger side in your case, or mine, the driver. Things are possible.
Things are possible. There you go.
But yes.
And I'm sure
Please
if there's
mash all the
anything
buttons.
with me screaming in it, in a Jeep, he will super clip that out and put it on a loop, and I will just embarrass myself greatly.
I will neither
Screaming
confirm
for dear
nor
life.
deny. I'll never confirm or deny that will ever happen. But there's a pretty
I should probably start getting a consent agreement.
no.
And royalties contract for any future monetary gains you make off of my likeness and or screaming.
That's just implied consent by having and inviting me here on a regular basis.
Okay, then you owe me dinner.
Fuck you! You owe me dinner for like all of my commentary
For all
on
the
this
immoral
shit.
support. Yes, I know.
Yes.
I know. Well, we'll work that out in some other life.
We'll sort those things out. Maybe there'll be something this weekend that we can sort out as far as who owes who what torture. If you're gonna drag me to that certain piano store over in Shoreline, I swear to God.
Shh. No, I don't think I want to go there.
I don't know if I want to go there either.
No. I'm excluding. I'm excluding because I've got very narrow focused tastes. And the last thing I need to do is waste time being distracted by crap. So that's just not going to be a thing.
And that is a building full of it.
And it looks it too. I've already spent time on the website. I went, it's not. No, I'm going to head east first, and we'll go there because that's the bigger bang for the buck, and then maybe go south. But I have a colleague I need to visit, not far from you, actually.
Oh,
so that will be. I haven't talked to them yet, but I'm told I need to.
We shall discuss.
We shall discuss. Yes. So on that note, before he doxes me any further,
Fuck off. I'm not doxing you.
more crumbs for the future detractors.
Yeah, for the detractors.
For my future doxers.
Hey, detractors, kiss my ass. All right, you want to come? Like, bring
And
it.
he
Okay?
means it too. He needs
Fuck
a little
around
loving.
and find out.
He needs some loving. He needs someone to do some kissing.
Okay. Oh well.
I better shut this down before it
The
gets any worse.
fireworks before it. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, listen. Love to all of you in the chat. I'll let Echoes take us out. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you for that.
Again.
And this has been yet another episode of Two Snarky Gays Bitching. And on that note, folks, thanks for joining us. There will be more when there's more to be had. You know where to find it. You know where to see it. And thank you for joining. Thank you for hitting all the buttons and things. So until then, I will give you the usual outro, which I use in the reverse position. So here's this.
We've got the best seats way up high, where the egos fall and the jokes can fly. We've seen it all, the triumphs, the flops, and we'll clap real slow when the curtain drops. We love the drama, crave the show, but darling, someone's gotta let them know. We're two snarky gay bitches, serving truth from the start, with a wink, a drink, and no filter at all. From curtain rise to curtain call, we'll roast your face, we'll drag them all. Two snarky gay bitches, and we're having a ball. Your monologue's tragic, your timing's a wreck, your costume's screaming, ooh, cut the check. But don't be bitter, we tease with love, we heckle like angels from up above. We're not mean, we're just observant, seasoned, shady, and a bit subversive. If honesty hurts, then fetch the gauze. We're critics, darling, not Santa Claus. We're two snarky gay bitches, high on sass and applause. When the spotlight fades, we'll still steal the cause. So if you're brave, come take the stage, but don't act shocked when we engage. Two snarky gay